go to the gridiron. Probably not going to hit the gridiron as much. Tomorrow I like to hit the high seas. But yeah, I thought we'd play some Madden right now. See if we can make a quick playoff push. Once we get live on TikTok, we'll try to lean on the TikTok viewers and see if we can make them hit our follower goal. Let me get loaded in here for a game, and hopefully we'll have a great time together. Demon Hour Donnie coming back at you. Glasses look a bit smudged, as per usual. Man, I've not had much pack luck of late, or really much pack luck this year. Then again, you gotta buy a lotto ticket if you want to win the raffle, so to speak. And I haven't bought a lot of packs throughout the season, so I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, you're heading to bed? Well, hey, I'm glad we got to see you, even if it's just for a minute. Did you have a good Friday? And do you have fun weekend plans? Let's open this pack. See what we get. All right. Money maker. Spent 1 penny. Got 6,000 back. So we're ahead a little bit. Let's open this one as well. Worked a 13-hour shift today because you were out sick yesterday, and taxes wait for no sickness. Oh, Howie Long was a pretty good poll. Yeah. Has anything changed significantly for the tax code this year, Callie? I thought I read or heard that there was like a huge child tax credit, so that could be a big win for us. I hope you're not overdoing it, but I'm sure you know your limitations and everything. But those 13-hour days are rough. We call her tax lady. She's been in my hometown probably since before I was born. She's well into her 60s, if not her early 70s, and she's booked out to like, I don't know, middle of March or something. I felt like February was early for me to be ready to go, but if any other little documents trickle in, then I'll have them. There is a change in the credit. Your first one here, Callie. I don't want you to think I'm not shouting you out, but in case there's any lurkers, let me get Callie shouted out. I got a new keyboard, so I am making all kinds of typos. Oh, Bisoto, what's up, buddy? Buenos noches. Hey, buenos noches to you too, Bisoto. So you're booked till April and still also getting walk-ins. Hey, what's up, Jason? Do you take a bunch of clients and just like schedule them out and have them do the extension to Cali at this time of year, or do you try not to have anything after the 15th of April? Jason, how's everything going up north, buddy? I keep seeing Seattle rounding out the staff. I don't know these other positional coaches and stuff that they're hiring. I should pause and let me hit go live on TikTok. We will lean on the TikTok viewers, at least I will, with the calls to action and see if we can get 20 followers in an hour. Chuck it deep. What's up, Tippist? Tippist, are you ready for the show, or are you not that excited for it this year? I'm pasting in the TikTok stream key. Let's see if I'm live there. Oh, I think I got the wrong scene for TikTok. There we go. Now they can see the game. All right. My reading comprehension is quite bad right now. Not trying to be. I just keep looking at the wrong line. All right, so Chuck It Deep, filling out the staff. You have people who need extensions, so you work until June, then you're off for the rest of the year outside of school. Would you recommend it as a profession for somebody that's considering becoming like a CPA or something, Callie? And I don't know that you are a CPA, but I'm assuming it's something at least along those lines. Buddy, I hope you have a great night. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope the family's good, B Soto, and I'm sorry that we caught you towards the end of your night being up. Let's go, Kate. Hey, you can call me Kate. I don't mind. It could be that type of stream. Less excited than previous years, but since you stopped playing this year early, you're ready to play some baseball again. Yeah, I don't know what day it is that I will start my spring training, but at some point I got to get in some reps for the new game coming out. No, I don't have the new DK. I don't know if I'm going to be patient enough to save up enough coins to get him, but it would be nice to have him for sure. I really want to get into that Skull and Bones game a lot and give it a good try. And today I was kind of debating in my mind which game I should stream, but I've done pretty well getting followers on TikTok. And hey, TikTok buddies, I see you guys scrolling through on the Madden stream. So I thought we would at least keep it the same, and then maybe in the afternoon we'll get in on the high seas. Dr. K, what do you think about McDonald? I don't know if I've asked you your thoughts on McDonald and the job he did there at Michigan when you guys had him as your coach of the defense. Shoot, I don't know who's who looking at these iconless wide receivers out there. So we'll just spread it out and hope for the best. So your licensed CPA 50-50 because most people who get in the field seem to only last a year. You've done it for 14 years. You've decided this will be your last. Hey, Feet, 1985. What's going on, Feet? 1985 was a good year. Bears won their Super Bowl. What's up, Nicky Poo? Good to have you in, bud. Any fun plans for the weekend, Nicky Poo? Nicky Poo's checking in for Shatter on the TikTok stream. He was a great coordinator. Basically laid the ground floor for the defense that you ran for the last 3 years. Yeah, I saw a Seahawk fan saying that it was McDonald's offense, or excuse me, defense that you guys just won the Natty with. And then we got Jim Harbaugh's son is going to be our special teams coordinator. So we definitely have some ties now, in addition to drafting some Michigan players over there. You got a wrestling practice tomorrow. Other than that, just going to do some homework and relax. You have a combo of Purdy and Rice, both boosted to 97, leading your squad. That sounds terrible, Tippus. But yeah, those guys are probably better than I'm running out here at the moment. Dr. K, you streaming this weekend? In reality, it's the Raven-style defense. Yeah, it's interesting. The Harbaugh brothers kind of had him bouncing back and forth between, he started with the Ravens, went to Michigan, and then he went back to the Ravens after a season, I think it was, right, in Michigan. So he's definitely going to have some of their traits, and we'll see what he learned from the Harbaugh brothers. Yeah, we got into better field goal range, I guess. I feel like Dr. K and Callie would enjoy each other's company because you guys both stream a lot of Fortnite and both really good at it, for what it's worth. Ooh, I just squeezed that thing in there. Hey, everybody scrolling through on TikTok, if you follow, something will happen in my office. There's a surprise if you guys follow, and it would help me out a lot. We're on the grind to 10,000 followers. So yeah, please hit the follow button. I mean, it's easy. Your thumb's already right there. You're already scrolling on TikTok. So just follow the stream, hang out for a bit. Maybe you'll enjoy it. Nicky Poo enjoys the stream. Gonna miss getting Ravens coaches funneled out to Michigan. How's Michigan looking for this coming year? Dr. K, do you think you guys should be one of the favorites for winning the Natty this coming year, or at least start out the season as like a 1 seed? I haven't looked at any of the AP stuff, so I don't know if there's already like a super early preseason poll. Also, Dr. K, are you excited for the NCAA game to come back? I could see you jumping on that one, but maybe you don't want to play a football game that much. I met Dr. K initially on MLB The Show years back, and I feel like you've had a lot of success with Fort. This guy feels like he's going to carve me up here. San Diego State is winning the NCAA championship next year. Man, that would be really cool. I stayed a few nights on their campus years ago when I got my license to teach golf. I had a friend that was attending San Diego State. Beautiful part of California for sure. Defensively, you guys would be fine. Offensively, got to replace 10 stars. Oh, that's tough. Dr. K is getting NCAA. Jason, Tippis, will you guys be picking up NCAA? I would ask you, Callie, although I haven't known you to be a sports gamer, but I don't want to exclude Callie from the conversation. Callie is a Charger fan, so she'll be in the Harbaugh conversations this coming football season. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be a fun game. So I think I got my sub linebacker Hallie going in there over Ray Lewis. I don't want that. I just want him to sub if Lewis is tired. Not a priority for Tippis. Probably get it eventually, but not a day one purchase. You know what? If people can be patient, you can get these games half off or even more if you're willing to wait a few months. I know sometimes you don't want to be behind the meta if you're collecting cards and all that, but yeah, nothing wrong with that, Tippis. What's up near Zack Attack? Jason, anybody down? Jason, I am not down personally. Maybe somebody in my chat is. Jason, be sure to hit the follow button. And if you're looking for other Madden players to play with, my Discord community is a great spot for that. You can click on my profile, my link tree is right there, and go on into the Madden section. I think first things first for me, Nikki, would be do Oklahoma Sooners, because that was my dad's favorite team. And I've always had a soft spot for the Sooners. Try to lead them to a title. And then I probably will start doing like community rebuilds if that's the popular game mode. So if you guys pick, San Diego State or Hawaii or Fresno State or whatever is what the community wants, then we'll do that and try to name players after community members. How do I feel about the Lions running it back next year? Do you think your guys can make another run? Oh yeah, I think Detroit's right there. Feels like they've got a lot of talent on that team. It's a young team. I think Campbell, hopefully, if you're a Lions fan, you would hope that he'll learn a little bit from how that championship game played out. It's good to be aggressive. I may have thrown a pick, but there's a time and a place too. Sometimes you gotta pull that back when you're in an advantage situation. And I think at least my post game analysis of that game was he should have sent out his kicker. And I know they don't have a lot of faith in their kicker, but that's more of a roster construction issue. If you can't trust your kicker from 45 yards or something, that's a big problem in the NFL. I think I had the check down for most of the yardage. I took too long to progress through it right now. You think it'll be better, but our schedule is way tougher this year, says BH. BH, are you also a San Diego State fan? Near Zack Attack, how's the streaming on TikTok going? Zack Attack got his stream key, at least to stream off his phone. Oh, Lions fan. Now I got you. Got us to 1,000 likes. Hopefully got a lot of viewers. I hope so too. Yeah, thanks for the likes, Nikki. Anybody that hasn't followed, please be sure to follow guys on TikTok. We need you to follow. If we hit the 20 follower goal over my head, we'll extend stream. Otherwise, it may be a real short stream, but probably 2 hours. But bonus hours if we pick you up. Hey, you're in here watching my plays, Sonari. That's messed up, dude. How'd you find me on TikTok? I got TTV in my name. Please be sure to follow Sonari so we can talk about it afterwards. And don't look at my plays. Think you can't be too upset at Campbell. He's the reason that we made it that far in the first place. Personally, I'm not upset. I don't know if you're talking to the other Lion buddy, but when you're up by 17, I feel like you got to win that game. Now I'm afraid to show the play art because Sonari's stream sniping me here. Doesn't even like me enough to follow the stream. Oh, Sonari, what happened, bud? If you would have followed, you would have thrown a touchdown. Nikki Poo, thanks for the likes. Haven't started yet. Did a test a couple next week. I'm reading that incorrectly. I'm sorry, Zack Attack. Probably going to start testing it next week, I think is what you're telling me. Am I excited for the new AKA cards? Honestly, I didn't even know they were coming. So, no. If there's a bunch of Seahawks, that'll be good for us, Jake, for sure. But I don't know if I'll even be able to afford them all. I've been slacking a lot on grinding the game the way that I should be. So, who knows if I'll benefit a lot for my team. Didn't see anything of that I like too much there. A lot of Lion fans are pretty hostile to him. You see it as a young team collapsing under pressure. Reynolds certainly collapsed. I mean, he had a couple of first downs that would have let you guys burn more time and probably get more points on the board, and didn't quite work out there for the Lions. Howland, thanks for following us over on Twitch. We got to get the TikTok followers going though. We've had over 500 viewers. Nobody's followed. BH Jake, tell them how easy it is to become a follower of the stream. Of course, Zach. Yeah, I don't think I did a whole lot to help. I always want to help you guys if I know anything, but I feel like you got it all figured out on your own. What's up, Scan? How's your day going? I'm doing good. Little demon hour action. Hey, user 957290. How'd you come up with that name? That's a great number. But it just gives you a default username, and if you're on Apple on TikTok and you don't register a name, it'll say like Apple user. But user, welcome in. Who's your favorite NFL team? Are you excited for the new NCAA football game coming out? Wick wants to know my thoughts on the Cowboys. Hold up, Wick. Let me clear my throat. Where to begin? Dallas, I think, has enough talent to win everything. I thought this year they were going to go a lot further than they did. I did not anticipate them having a problem with Green Bay. Obviously, we know how that turned out. I feel like this is McCarthy's last season there, unless they get a deeper run. I'm surprised they didn't make the move and go and hire Bill Belichick. A lot of people dislike Dak Prescott. I mean, I don't really understand, other than being the Cowboy quarterback, why he gets so much hate. It seems like a nice person. I don't think he'll have any big leaps to his game. I think Dak is pretty much baked in. What you see is what you get with Dak. He's like 30 years old now. But yeah, I think he's a very solid player. And I could see Dallas being the team that represents the NFC in the Super Bowl next year. I could see him being a one and done. I could see him missing out on the playoffs and everything unraveling. But I feel like it's going to be a pressure-packed season coming up for Dallas, for sure. Phone stand came in today for Zach Attack. Oh, perfect, Zach. I think everybody is able, or at least a lot of people are able to stream on Instagram now too, if you guys are interested in streaming on Instagram. I know I'm a little behind chat on TikTok, guys, so I'll get caught up in a moment. And then Ricky's replying to BH. What's up, Dasso? How you been? Everybody that hasn't followed, please hit the follow button. It means a whole lot to our discoverability, and it helps drive us towards the creator program there on TikTok. Of course, we want to be in that mix. We can't get there until we get to 10,000 followers. If we hit our follower goal, we'll extend the stream tonight. Oh, it's all over that with Hallie. And 2 seconds remain on a 4th and goal from the 12. Hey, Christian, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. How's your night going, Christian? Might do an Instagram one night and TikTok the next. Yeah, Instagram, I don't know if it has the best chat layout and all that type of thing. I haven't messed with it much because I've had my TikTok key for a while. But I wouldn't mind pushing my stream over there, like in addition to TikTok, just try to get more engagement. Yeah, we're live on Twitch as well, Christian. Dove Chicago just followed us. If you see the lights flashing green, it's a new Twitch follower. If they're flashing blue, it's a new TikTok follower. Yeah, Seattle's my favorite team. What's up, Buccaneers? How's your day going? Yeah, good first half scenario. Even though you haven't followed me, so I am slightly irritated with you for not following. How long will I be live to get the drop, or will I be live every day? Twitch drops, I think, is 4 hours total watch time till the 20th, and I don't think they reset daily, but I should be on for like 2 hours tonight. If we hit our follower goal, we'll probably extend stream. So everybody, please, follow, like, and share. Likes and shares help us if you're already a follower. Dre Archer up the middle. Jake, thanks very much for following. What makes me a Seahawks fan? I'm related to Steve Largent, is why. And then you say that and people think like, wow, this guy's related to Steve Largent. But yeah, I mean, I'm distantly related to Steve. Dove, you just got here and you subscribed. What a legend. Thanks, Dove Chicago, for subscribing. There is a subscriber portion of my Discord server. If you're interested in Discord, we'd love to have you there. I'm going to write your name down on the thank you for subscribing wall at the conclusion of this game. Dove, are you a Chicago Bears fan? Let's see. Need to change these drops a bit. Seahawk fan because of Russell, the pain when he left. Hey, what's up, Josh? How's your day going? What do you think the Bears are going to do with Fields and that first overall pick? Do you think they'll take Caleb Williams or somebody else? I know I've had some Bears fans say that they expect them to move down and draft Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, collegiately I like Oklahoma, but I'm not a huge college fan. Have I been to a Seahawks game? No, I've been to a Niners-Rams game. Been to a ton of Warrior games and A's games over the years. I just feel like going out to the Bay Area because I'm a California guy. You just don't know what you're going to get heading out to the Bay and dealing with Niner fans and used to be Raider fans in the black hole and all that stuff. So one day I'd like to just make the journey up to Seattle and watch them in person at home instead of being an away fan traveling out. Do I like Russell Wilson when he was a quarterback for Seattle? Yeah, I loved Russ. He was very difficult to kind of rationalize as a fan there, and then more information came out late after he was out of Seattle that he was trying to get Pete Carroll fired and stuff. So I was very happy that Russ made the journey up to Seattle when Pete was forced out a few weeks back, a month ago, whatever, however long that's been. That he cared enough about Pete to fly his butt up there and be there for dinner and things. So that kind of, for me, helped bury the hatchet as a Seattle fan, rooting for Wilson. Wherever he goes this year, I'll probably root for him unless he's directly in competition with Seattle. Grandpa had season tickets when the team first came around. Oh, that's really cool, Christian. I imagine those days in the Kingdom must have just been electric for Seattle fans back then. Why did he try to get Pete fired? So Russell wanted, I don't know if you remember the whole thing about let Russell cook that was going on, but yeah, Russell wanted more say in the offense and to do what he wanted to do, and that meant try to compete for like the MVP awards and stuff like that. Put up the eye-popping numbers, and Pete kind of reined that in when they were struggling under Brian Schottenheimer. So I think Russ kind of got in his feelings. Apparently he had a meeting with the front office and the coaching staff, and they just kind of blew him off as far as things he wanted to do offensively with the Wilson thought process, I guess, for lack of a better term. So I think after that he got upset. Apparently he went and had a meeting with Jody Allen and lobbied for Pete to be out. And ironically, he wanted Sean Payton, and obviously that didn't end up happening. Did I watch hockey? Yeah, a little bit. I watched the Sharks. Let me see what Dove said. Honestly, don't know. It's a tough situation because you like them both there for Dove. And Jaime, how are you doing today, Jaime? Good to have you back in chat. I've dropped too far back. Just got to throw that one away. Live to play another down. Near Zack Attack. Pleasant dreams, buddy. What's my favorite emote? I like the one where I'm doing the gritty, man. That one went and recorded in my backyard, and a little bit of my backyard fence, I couldn't get it scrubbed out of there, so that's why I put the RIP next to that emote. So it's like I'm dancing on my opponent's grave if we score a touchdown or if we hit a big home run on MLB The Show and things like that. Boy, that throw was terrible. That was supposed to be for Pitts. It was under pressure and out of reach. Opponent has revealed that they're in here watching the stream, so got that going for us. Do I watch MLB as well? I like the A's, and yeah, I do watch MLB. If the A's actually move, probably be dead to me. Major League Baseball, at least to some degree. If you guys have me on Twitter, it's the same name. I'm constantly tweeting about the A's impending move and all of John Fisher's shenanigans and failings that have been happening along the way. There's a lot of news that have been breaking over the last week or so regarding the A's and potentially playing in Sacramento for 3 years, and they're trying to get back in the good graces with Oakland because they want the extension on the Coliseum lease. So who knows what's going to happen there. The giveaway winners were Tight Spot and Dead So. And then the other giveaway, shoot, I don't remember who won the Madden giveaway. I think it was Braden from TikTok. Have they already moved to Vegas? No. There's no place to play in Vegas yet. Supposedly they want to build on the Las Vegas Strip, and they want to knock down the Tropicana Casino. That's the property that they're funded to be building on. The Nevada State Legislature allocated $380 million for the A's move, but if they change the site, Patrick, then those funds are null and void, and they would have to do like another special session. They don't have very much property to build there. It's only a 9-acre parcel that they're given to the A's to use, and they were supposed to do a retractable dome stadium initially. They've changed that now to, supposedly being a full dome, which won't be retractable. And the issue with that is it's very close to the Nevada airport, the Las Vegas airport, and it's going to be too tall of a building. The dome would be if they go through with it. So I don't think that stadium's ever getting built where they're saying it's getting built. They'll be in Oakland this year. So let's see. What's up, Tyler, CD Lamb, Tommy? Tommy, I didn't see. What are my thoughts on the state of MUT right now? Tommy, why are you using all uppercase? I'll answer you guys. I mean, I'm playing the game and stuff too, so you got to expect me to read through chat and play the game. So don't get ants in your pants, Tommy. While you got all that energy, hit the follow button, Tommy. See what happens in my office. What about your favorite channel points emote? Shoot, channel points emote. I don't know which one would be my favorite TTV on those. I thought you could edit any emote that you wanted if you had enough channel points for it. Indeed, we are, Steven. Yeah, what's going on, Steven? Danny, thanks for following. Danny, who's your favorite team? First game of the night. Had some crossers there, and they're covered up pretty well by that Lion defense. Dove, wow, thank you so much for the bits. Dove just got here. One man hype train, or one woman hype train. I shouldn't assume gender. Sometimes I do. Tend to think when I'm playing, like a sports video game, the majority of the viewers are going to be guys, but not always the case. Yeah, thanks so much, Dove, for the bit bomb there. I'm doing great, Tyler. How's the day in the life of Tyler plays going? Well, opponents hanging out watching us call the plays, maybe. Let's go Seahawks. That's your squad as well. Well, Steven, you should definitely follow. I mean, Seahawks fans got to stay together, right, Steven? That's what I was told. And cannot get that one into pits. Felt like going for 3 wasn't going to be worth doing because, yeah, we need to get the touchdown there. Nice stop from my opponent. You misplaced a Seahawk at heart? What? I'm misplaced? Yeah, I mean, I'm a displaced fan for sure as well. That one used to be an emote that had like a rainbow strobe effect to it, TTV, and yeah, I moved it to just being a static emote, but we may have to move that one back one of these days. All day to throw, and he'll find somebody open, so we'll start using our timeouts. I've had a beast mode emote. I don't know if I still have one active. I hope so, Steven. Hopefully we'll get lucky and pull this out. Doesn't quite feel like a fair matchup to me when somebody else is sitting around watching me call my plays, but hey, it is what it is. Like the card, so hard to get. Oh yeah, that one is tough for sure. A lot of the cards are they're putting them in on the LTDs, and man, they're pricey. Tyler plays. Tyler, thank you for the roses, buddy. All right, we need a fumble. And we'll use a timeout there. We don't have any timeouts remaining. Can my opponent Shanahan this and give us a lifeline? Yeah, we do have a lot of emotes. One, because it's a Twitch partner stream, so that opens up additional emote slots. And then Twitch has just been opening up a lot of emotes too. Opponent can kneel down. We'll see if they do. Don't know if you can get the 90. Don't know if I know, but you can get the 96 DK through Binder through the stars. How do I accumulate the stars? Is it just from doing the challenges, Josh? I'd love to have him. I just don't know how much grinding it is. We've got 5 new followers. We need to hit 20 on TikTok. Please help me hit 20. Be sure to follow, like, and share, guys and gals of TikTok. Hey, Sam. Thank you so much, Sam. Slam and Sammy slamming that follow button. Boy, I don't know how Hester didn't at least cause a deflection there. Is it worth playing now? And how do you get legends? You just get them from grinding the game if you want to. Final play. Opponent's looking for a little sugar on it. And we got a Hester pick. Oh, man. I was hoping for the pick 6. We would have went for 2 on that one. All right. Everybody, please be sure to follow. If you haven't done so, we got a new follower and subscriber. So they're going to go on the subscriber wall. And that's going to be Dove Chicago going up there. It's your boy. What's going on? It's your boy. That was a decent first game. What's a good coin method? I don't know that I have a good coin method. It used to be that you could jump on and flip coins and flip cards and set a snipe filter and all those things back in the old days. And I know people occasionally get banned for that now, erroneously. And I know people like to flip uniforms and playbooks, and they took a lot of that stuff out of the auction house and brought some of it back. I think they may go to a 2K model of not having a live auction house next season. Seems like a lot of these games don't want us to have coin making methods. So I would say go and play all your challenges and stuff if you're trying to get your coins up. You'll get a lot of experience points. You'll get a lot of packs along the way, and you'll get your coins too. I know it's grindy, but that's usually what I recommend as well. So do you make your own team? Yeah, you accumulate the cards in the game, and it's always got a power creep, right? Like cards released at the start of the game B2. Maybe a really good card is like an 80, 81 overall, and then as the season progresses, they start doing different sets, and those cards go up. So then it's like, the 85s and the 87s, and right now we just got our first 99, which was a Patrick Mahomes card. But yeah, you make your own team, you go get the players you like, you can run chemistries for your favorite teams and things like that as well. The Richie Vargas coming back, almost 2 years. Richie, what's going on in Denver and in Colorado sports? All right, we got Dove Chicago and Richie going to the wall. Thank you guys for the subscriptions. Richie, are the Nuggets going to are they going to repeat? But yeah, thank you so much. It's your boy and Sam. Who do you guys root for if you have a favorite NFL team? Kind of winding down NFL season, right? Super Bowl was last week. Going to be playing more Skull and Bones over the next probably the next month or so, and then we'll start getting some MLB The Show into. You think Madden is very heavy based on live auction? Says Ezwa. No way, so easy to make coins with actions. Ravens fan for It's Your Boy. Patriot fan for Sam. See people play Ultimate. Just never knew what to do. What's going on in Denver and Denver sports? Except that according to Sports Bets, Russ has a minus 111 chance to go into Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh's the most likely landing spot. Maybe Atlanta. Well, it's random who you get out of a pack if you go and buy packs and things like that. But if you save up your coins, you can go buy what you want. Or if you're willing to spend money, you can go buy what you want as well for Ultimate Team. Same as like MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty. NBA 2K's My Team has been that way for a long time too. What's up, Marcus? Julius Pepper user. Are we on Twitch? Indeed we are. Yeah, same name on Twitch. Also Danielle Freak. Nuggets repeating 3 games out of first place. I mean, it's nice to have home court, but I don't think it's that imperative in the NBA. Do I think baseball should have budgets? As in, like, a salary cap? Yeah, I think they should. But, it's an unfair advantage for teams like the Dodgers and Yankees, but I think that's the way baseball likes it. Yeah, you do get coins. Yeah, the more you play, the more you get. What I think about the Warriors LeBron thing? Yeah, I mean it's interesting. I don't blame him for checking on him. Why wouldn't you check and see if you could get LeBron James? And the season hasn't gone particularly well for Golden State either. So yeah, I'm glad they shot their shot at least. It would be a weird route for LeBron. It's already weird enough having CP3 there. Zyper and Nikki and Utopia, thank you all respectively for following. We need all the followers, so please keep following, guys and gals of TikTok. We are looking to get to our follower goal over my head. If we hit the goal, we extend the stream. So more entertainment for you, more followers for me. It's a win-win. Do I really think LeBron to the Warriors? Well, the Warriors inquired about him. They made the call. Mike Dunleavy Jr. made the call to see if they could pull off a trade for him. Lakers kind of shut it down quickly, is my understanding. But what's his face? Woj reported it the other day. Well, CP3's hurt, so he's not doing anything right now. But he's played well when he was playing. Your Dodgers, but you do think there should be a salary cap as well. It's unfair for other teams. Yeah, there's not much parity, right, when it comes to baseball. Although there is some story about like the correlation of having the highest payroll doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win when it comes to Major League Baseball. I need that Marshawn Lynch card. Walker's pretty dated there at 92. Did I win or lose the game? Nah, he got that one unfortunately forever. Guy was in chat, so would have respected him more if he took the time to follow at least. Do I think the NFL is rigged or favors certain teams? No, I don't think that. I think it's possible that there's some corrupt referees, though. Sometimes it's really hard to explain what's going on. Does Perry have Hot Route Master? If he does, I don't have it enabled on him. I think I have Set Feet Lead and something else. What's my prediction for the NFC West? Seahawks 20-0. Everybody else is going to lose the other games. They're going to be intimidated by Seattle. Dang it. I was trying to high point it on the back pedal. That did not go well for me. NFC North, Lions 19-1. You guys, or excuse me, 18-1. You guys are going to lose to Seattle in the championship game. I'm being sarcastic because we don't know what the rosters are going to be and stuff. I'm not making predictions for next year. Edge drops tomorrow. I look dusty. Is that what you were saying to me, Truckin'? I saw the emotes, but I didn't know what the emote said. I had to look at that a little closer. Truckin', I'm so happy to see you. Hope you're having a great night. Rockies wasted a whole, what is this? 2-3 million. The Dodgers wasted 1.1 billion from what Richie's seen. For the Super Bowl, who did I wanted to win all the way? I always want Seattle to win when it comes to the season, but for that Super Bowl, I was rooting for Kansas City. I don't like the Niners. If you've been in my streams, you know I don't like the 49ers. I'm playing a Niner opponent at the moment. You're hoping the Buccaneers do good. PH throws. We're just going to go ahead and ban you for the dumb statement. If you come in and say free R. Kelly, you can get banned. R. Kelly committed numerous acts that were ridiculous. I liked him as a musician, but Feels pretty icky listening to him these days. Thoughts on Seattle trying to get Derrick Henry? I think that's a fantasy, bud. I don't think there's anything to see or do there. We have Kenneth Walker and we have Zach Charbonnet. Why do we want to go get an old veteran and waste money on that? Yeah, on Twitter, same name, Utopia, also Danielle Freak. Love to connect with you guys there. But I'm doing great, Forever73. Have any fun weekend plans coming up? Kind of back into field goal range. So let's see. As a Yankee fan, high payroll doesn't mean anything. You remember so many early exits in the mid 2000s when they spent so much more. I mean, it helps. You know, it helps to go and buy a Juan Soto or something like that. But yeah, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to have success, particularly with all the additional rounds that they're adding into Major League Baseball in this day and age. All right, so probably should have had a touchdown on that first drive. I got down there and turned it over. We got it right back, and we'll try to kick it here. Getting Stephon Diggs, that's another one, Wick. I don't think it's going to happen. I feel like you guys are just throwing names out there to talk, and that's fine. But Seattle has a high-priced veteran in Tyler Lockett. They got DK Metcalf, and they have JSN, so I don't think we are going to be looking for Diggs. I think Seattle's going to look for some safety help, linebacker help, defensive tackle, and maybe address the interior of the offensive line. Wick, thanks for following. The new coaches, I mean, I feel like they were a good hire, but who knows if those guys will work out or not. Seattle getting Higgins? No, I don't think we're getting Higgins. It's fun to think about. I mean, it'd be nice if every great veteran came to Seattle, but I don't think it's realistic. Not DraftKings, bud. Underdog Fantasy. If you guys haven't signed up for Underdog Fantasy, go ahead and download it. Use my creator code DYF, and you'll get a $100 matching deposit bonus. But yeah, we do some Underdog higher lowers around here. Hey, she's doing good. Yeah, she's just a bit stuffy and a little bit clingy. So I couldn't have any personal space tonight, Truckin'. So I saw your message, and she's like, "Oh, the doggy or something." And then obviously she has our dog Clifford, so she was asking like if that was Clifford's friend or something, you know, as best I could understand from her 2-year-old logic. But I think she'll be okay. She's just a little bit stuffy, sneezy thing. Her older sister had it first, and then of course it just always, you can try to keep them separate, but it all spreads around. Think baseball needs a salary floor? Yeah, it would be nice. You get owners like John Fisher that are not trying to compete at all. No, I'm not a ticket holder, B2. I'm too far away. What's my thought on Ben Johnson coming back for another year? I think it should give the Lions continuity. What's Frank Gore doing there? Hey, Frank. Should dive when you get close to the goal line, buddy. Imagine if we got Herbert. Yeah, that would be a great pickup, but I don't think the Chargers are going to move Herbert. I'm sure that's a big reason Harbaugh went to the Chargers, was to work with a great young quarterback. Moss is gone. Moss is boss. So we're down. Tried to pass on the RPO. Is that what it was, Josh? How about the A's getting Jenny? Yeah, I don't know how she's going to do. How did you like her on the Rocky broadcast? Her speaking voice is pretty nice. I'm not too familiar with her, honestly, Richie. There was some lady that did either the Google game or the Apple game. Those stream exclusive ones, and she had a really grating voice. That's who I thought we had hired. I was like, oh god. But then I listened to Jenny speak. She did like a little introductory tweet on the A's Twitter, and yeah, I think she'll be good on play-by-play as long as she's knowledgeable. And I mean, if she's been working in baseball for 14 years or whatever, she should be good. Can't use Underdog. That said, yeah, I know they don't operate in some states. They do operate in California and Texas, where I think like the DraftKings of the world don't operate with Underdog. Hopefully they'll get out there to you one of these days forever. How many games will the A's win? 162, Ricky. We're going to go undefeated with Tony Kemp and who else did we get this year? Alex Wood and all those guys. Now they're going to be bad. Hopefully they win 81 games. Would be amazing if they could be a 500 team. I do like Mark Kotze a lot. I feel bad for Kotze. He's been put in a no-win situation, essentially. Almost wish the Mets would have hired him away. Orioles are a good team. Yeah, Orioles are stacked. All sarcasm aside, Orioles are a good team. But yeah, the A's will be bad for sure. Michigan, you can't use it. Already tried for Forever 73. Thanks Forever for checking them out. Yeah, they've been Underdog has been a great sponsor for me so far. So whenever fantasy betting or anything comes up, of course I gotta let you guys know about Underdog Fantasy. So she was doing color commentary for the Rockies. She did good. Just hate that the Rockies went to an MLB network type of channel because the channel that the Rockies did was closed down. Yeah, that's another big talking point with the A's possible move. They are under contract till 2033 with their regional sports network for a $70 million per year contract. All this stuff about going to Sacramento, going to Salt Lake City, and in the interim waiting for Vegas to get ready, not going to happen. Follow the money is what I would tell anybody kind of speculating that from the outside. Fisher is going to try to get every dime that he can, and I think he pulled off a really smart grift, to be honest, on Major League Baseball, because his Vegas contract is a binding contract. So Major League Baseball is going to keep him on the dole and keep giving us revenue sharing as far as the Athletics are concerned. And he's not going to spend any of that money towards helping the team. But he's not going to want to walk away from that $70 million per year. And I imagine this Vegas Mirage is going to keep getting delayed so he can get his essentially his Major League Baseball welfare and get his TV money and try not to compete. You're from Maryland, that's why. So in Maryland, are you a Raven fan or are you a Commander fan? I think you already told me who you root for. May not have been either one of those teams, but I always tend to think of Maryland as going one way or the other. One of my moderators, Zach Attack, he's a Commander fan and he's an Oriole fan. Okay, Ravens. You're a Yankee fan. You can't wait for the season for Ricky. Boy, that lineup looks stacked, Ricky. I mean, I know they've been stacked in the past before too, but boy, they look like they'll be tough. Hey, Playmaker worked for a change, and we got Kyle Pitts into the end zone. Josh Oso in Maryland. Lefty yesterday, missed the end of the stream. Who won the giveaway? You made the prize wheel, but the last two standing was Deadso and Tight Spot. So they've been distributed their game codes. I think Pook and Deadso were the first two drawn to, as far as like the ones that Stream Elements hit. Aaron Judge is one of my favorite players. Aaron Judge is from my mom's hometown, a really small farming community just outside of Stockton, California. So I've been aware of Judge since the A's drafted him many years ago. A's drafted him right out of high school, and then he opted to go to Fresno State instead. But yeah, Judge is one of my favorite guys. What do you guys think about Jimmy Garofalo getting popped for performance enhancers? I read, and who knows if this is true, but I read that apparently it's pretty prevalent in the NFL, and teams don't really test for it, and it's all kind of a sham and a joke. But they think the Raiders tested Jimmy because they wanted to get out of his contract, and now they can move away from him without having to pay him, like, I don't know, 11 or 12 million they can save now that he got the positive test. Charlie, thanks for following. Everybody, please be sure to follow. So forever, this is related to Steve Largent, so that's why I like Seattle. Where did I see Caleb Williams going? I think he's going to go first overall, but I don't know that he should go first overall. I've never watched a game with Caleb Williams. For what it's worth, I don't watch a lot of college football, but I've seen him some. He was there in Oklahoma for a while. I've never watched a Caleb Williams game and said, wow, this guy is a generational talent. This guy's the next Pat Mahomes. But it seems like he's the guy that's got all the stuff. Crazy sad to see as a Niner fan for Artie. Artie, I'm sorry, man. I don't want to be a troll. But I took a lot of joy in that Kansas City win. I'm in Niner territory. Am I able to verse you? Probably, but I don't care to verse viewers, to be honest with you. Yeah. Would love it if you guys follow, like Charlie just did. We love everybody to stick around. Best thing that I do as far as Madden participation with viewers would be more like a day that we set aside to play squads or something, but that won't be tonight. Today's just kind of a short stream. Hey, we're going to stop them short. And we'll have 31 seconds to try to increase the lead. Gotta be a member. You're sharp, JD, and May as far behind as people make it seem. I'm not sure what you're trying to convey there, user 188. Las Vegas Raiders are set to release them. Somewhere along the line, I lost the plot, or you got a typo or something there. But yeah, everybody, please be sure to follow. And if you're already a follower, there on the TikTok side, click on my profile. My link tree is right there, and come on in to the Discord server. Plus, like my Twitter and Instagram and all those things are right there too. So, love to connect with you guys on all the platforms. Trucking, do you like some of the new emotes? I'm pretty happy with some of the new emotes, how they came out. I need to go through and see which ones are getting used and not getting used. But, man, we got a lot of emotes now. I'm guessing a lot of the other streamers do as well. Although the other guys aren't as far behind as Caleb. Now I got you. You're going to get the coins if you stream tomorrow and get the member thing. Oh, thanks. It's your boy. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching. Subscriber, non-subscriber, any of that stuff. Yeah, the thing with TikTok subscribers is if we can ever make it to 50 subscribers at any given time, we would permanently unlock gifted subscriptions. So that would be huge. We'll get a late touchdown. Just makes no sense to you. If the Bears go Caleb, it's going to be the same issue. 0 weapons other than Moore and no offensive line. Well, if they draft Caleb, then they have Fields as a you know, an asset to trade, a trade chip. And I don't know how much you can get for Fields. I've had a lot of fans come in. You know, I've been streaming Madden, and of course we get a lot of new interactions on TikTok. I have a lot of people, Josh, that come in and say, hey, the Seahawks should trade for Fields. I'm like, no, I don't want to trade for Fields. I'd rather just roll with Geno and then draft a young quarterback that we can have on his rookie deal, because Fields is already going to be going into his third year, I believe. So you have to give up draft capital, and you're going to have to pay him soon. So I'd rather not do that. And he hasn't looked impressive to me personally, the games that I've watched of Fields there in the Bears uniform. But somebody might bite on him for sure. What do I think about the new MLB jerseys? I've seen a lot of backlash against those jerseys. They almost look like they're iron-on jerseys. Fanatics is kind of underwhelming. And it seems like they're getting a monopoly anywhere and everywhere. So DJ Moore and K-Met is good enough, is what we're seeing in the TikTok chat. You could probably have a decent amount for Fields, says it's your boy. Bears have the 9th pick, could get a receiver there. Heard a lot of Niner fans saying they hate him, but they didn't do anything good. So let's see. Fanatics is trash. What's up, Sam? Good to see you. You would not draft Caleb, especially at number 1, says Truckin. All right, opponent's got 3 seconds. I don't think he can hit a sideline route in 2 seconds. So we'll go from here. I got to get you at least a couple of you guys that have came in, caught up on shout-outs here before we get out. Oh, Woolen couldn't get the return and stepped out of bounds. Was hoping for a pick 6. I got a new keyboard, so I have to look and see where my fingers are on the home row. So that's why I'm like coming back here. So I'm shouting out some of the buddies on the Twitch side for the TikTok viewers. Those of you that create content, please follow each other. Thank you for being here. And thanks for spending some of your evening with me. All right, there we go. There's Truckin', Richie, Sam, and Josh. All legends. If you guys are on TikTok, please do me a huge favor. Follow the stream if you haven't. Likes and shares help a lot to driving action in here. Fanatics is terrible. Don't like Michael Rubin. I mean, these guys that end up becoming billionaires, I don't know what his net worth is. They're just unscrupulous, man. They find a way, and I don't know if they're psychopaths, sociopaths, whatever it is, but like they just don't care, right? It's like, hey, let's make as much profit as we can, and who cares if we drag down Major League Baseball while we do it. We got Vargo as our latest follower. What's up, Vargo? How's your weekend been so far? And what surprises me is Major League Baseball's like, yeah, sure, let's let our players look terrible in these things. Maybe there'll be enough backlash that they don't stay with it long term, but who knows what'll happen. I've read there's a lot of baseball players, major league players, complaining about it, but Nike, since Nike's in association with Fanatics, that Nike is having their top stars go out and say, "Oh yeah, these things are fresh. Yeah, these are clean. You know, whatever," to kind of deflect from how bad these New Jerseys are. The direction MLB is gone is kind of sad. Yeah, I feel like I don't want to do it because I've been a fan of Major League Baseball for so long, but I feel like if the A's are actually out of Northern California, 4 or 5 years, I'm probably done with Major League Baseball as a fan. Braxton's our latest follower. Welcome in, Braxton. So yeah, Braxton, what's up, buddy? How's your weekend plans looking? Caleb, DJ Moore, Neighbors in Rome saves Chicago. It's been good. Just reading a lot of baseball politics. Man, there is a lot of politics going on these days. User 188, welcome in, user. Hey, I appreciate that, Braxton. I try not to get too religious with anything because I always have had the attitude that everybody's welcome here. So, you said God, which is fine. But I want people that are of any faith to feel comfortable. People that have no faith in anything, they're welcome here too. If you're agnostic or atheist or whatever. So usually I refrain from getting too much into anything religious. But yeah, thanks for following. I hope you're having a great night. And instead of ever like doing a biblical quote, if you do stuff with your churches or your synagogues or whatever, and you want to come in and tell me like, hey, we did a fundraiser to feed people in the community and that type of thing, that I love to hear about. We may be making a 49er fan quit, which is great. What's up, Ian? How's your day going? Ron, welcome in. Thanks for following, Ron. We're a couple games in, been a couple Niner fans so far. They might leave the game. That always happens to you. That guy is in my area code. That's my home area. So had to clutch up and beat the Niner fan. Can't have him beating me and then dunking on me in public or something. All right, we got the 93 overall exclusive Tommy DeVito. What am I going to do with this thing? Nothing. Some of these cards are just, I don't know. I wish they were always choice packs. Tommy Cutlets is there. Will forever think it's absolutely a joke that Ohtani is allowed to defer that much money. It's crazy, man. It's just nutty. Not only do the Dodgers and other teams have a huge spending advantage, but I'm just going to take a couple million a year and defer the rest of it. And I mean that opened them up to go and spend so much more to go get the top arm. I always forget that guy's name, but the pitcher coming in from Japan. Who knows if they would have said, yeah, let's go and spend even more money this offseason if it wasn't for Shohei. And I mean, it's nice from Shohei because it shows you that he wants to win, that he's not collecting interest on his funds, and he's got enough money certainly for him to live a comfortable life. But yeah, baseball's in a weird deal. And then apparently the official numbers came out for the White Sox and they are going to get, I believe, $500 million either from the city or county is what they're looking for, and they're asking for $1 billion, I believe, from the state. I may be getting, state and city mixed up as to who's supposed to give the funds, but White Sox are asking for $1.5 billion for their new stadium, and I thought John Fisher was grifting hard for the $380 million he's getting from Nevada. Artie just followed. Thank you, Artie. Truckin' just gifted one to Josh. Let's go. Josh is already in the Discord server. You should now have Discord subscriber channel access, buddy. Truckin', thank you so much for everything and for all your generosity. Multi-billion-dollar sports teams need more money from our taxes. Exactly, Breeze. Exactly. And I'm thinking like $1.5 billion isn't going to make everything perfect in Chicago, but imagine all the law enforcement and firefighters and EMTs and hospitals and parks and youth facilities and YMCAs and stuff you can build with that money. But the White Sox, they need the handout, right? And obviously it's their owner that needs the handout. It's not like the players make that decision, but it's crazy what Major League Baseball is asking for. And they're using the A's as the carrot and the stick. You don't give us what we want, we're going to threaten to move. And after that threat isn't met quickly enough with you giving us what we're asking for, we're going to go ahead and pack up and move to Charlotte, or we're going to move back to Montreal, or we're going to go to Portland, or whatever, next city is that's going to be the threat after Vegas. Do they have the Seahawks Wolfgrays in Mutt? As far as I'm aware, I don't know. I haven't seen them. I know there was a handful of jerseys, and then they cut the jerseys off from the auction house. So I don't feel like I see that much variety in the jerseys this season. They really should have every jersey that they wear, at least for this year, available. Chicago needs a homeless shelters more than anything. Yeah, I mean, I feel like whatever you need in these cities should be what they're working on. The whole Howard Terminal thing they were going to build for the Athletics was intended to revitalize the waterfront of Oakland. So it would have been nice for the citizens of Oakland had they actually built that project. But Fisher, he wasn't able to secure $12 billion, which was supposed to be the final toll of that project. So, once they started getting close to a deal, suddenly he had to pull out and say, "Oh yeah, we're going to Vegas." And I think nobody wants to invest in Fisher and work with him. But apparently the Tampa Bay Rays are going to fork out big for their new stadium, and they've always said there's an issue with getting fans to that stadium around there, and they're just going to build right next door, I believe is what I read with the Rays. So I don't think that situation is going to get any better for Tampa necessarily. I was trying to hit the I did what the other guy did, Josh. I was trying to hit that square receiver, but I held on to the ball too long. So I think that Rays situation is going to be bad. I'm sure people will come when the stadium's brand new and it's a looky-loo thing, and you want to go check out something that's state of the art. But I imagine the Rays aren't going to draw well after it's been open for 3 or 4 years as well. Truckin' saying, us here in Chicago hate the White Sox. They will get nothing. Go Cubs, go. Shohei, Glasnow, Yamamoto, Hernandez, and much more. Dodgers pretty much didn't have the limit. Yeah, it's wild. And, they may get in there and get bounced by an 85-win team or something, but they almost assuredly are going to be the 1 or the 2 seed in the National League. I feel like it's between them and maybe the Atlanta Braves this coming year. No disrespect to anybody else that roots for other NL teams, but I mean those teams are just so stacked. We'll just see if their bats get cold come playoff time. So Rays up. Tampa will be fine. We're good at making the most out of less. Oh, it's a good front office in Tampa. I'm just talking about the Major League grift though, that is going on, and I don't think that stadium situation is going to help. If they're building, as the plans have been laid out, right next to where they're already at, because I've heard it's tough to get in and out of that stadium, that people have to drive a long ways and stuff. But I don't know. I've never been there. I've heard actually watching the game isn't too bad. I kind of hate all the catwalks and things that they have in Tampa. That was going to be the Giants' home many years ago, and the A's saved the Giants from leaving the Bay Area. I wish we would have let them go. Giants were on their way to Florida back in 1992. What a drive for my opponent. He just blazed down there and got us. Acuna is looking deadly. The lineup is crazy. Yeah, that Atlanta team is something. You have almost all their young players secured for many years too. Have you guys heard anything with regards to Cody Bellinger? Are there any Bellinger rumors, or is he still a free agent? I haven't kept up with it as closely as I usually do because I've been discussing it with my athletics, but I thought Cody was still out there. Still a free agent for Cody. Artie's asking, what sports do I watch? I watch NBA, NFL, and Major League Baseball, and most of the golf majors and the Ryder Cup and stuff like that. You lived in Tampa when they won the Super Bowl there for Evan. Hey, user 6565, thank you so much for sharing the stream. I hope you're having a great night. Shares and likes help drive traffic, and of course we want everybody to follow if you guys haven't followed. Hey Bob, thanks for following. Whole point was to get more people to come because it's so far from Tampa, yet they built in St. Pete again. Scott Boras is asking too much for him. It's hurting him for sure. all about the Dodgers and Braves during the season until the Phillies randomly get hot in the playoffs. Yeah, that Philly lineup is got some mashers in it for sure. Drops are for Madden Ultimate Team. You get some packs from watching these streams. Is how it works. And the spoon ran away with a football. Uh-oh. Cat's in the cradle. Nah, not going to be the silver spoon. I was going to sing the whole song to you guys. But close to a pick six. No, I wasn't going to sing it. But yeah, the packs are Ultimate Team packs if you're on the Twitch chat. Can't beat free packs. Just watch NFL and NBA. You don't watch baseball as well for Artie. Who's everybody root for in the NBA? I'm a Warrior fan. It's been a painful season. No, I don't care to play friendlies, buddy. Appreciate you following and asking, but I very much just like to grind the seasons and talk sports and just kind of take it casual and hope that you guys are rooting for me to beat my opponent when we're playing head to head. There's something about it when you're playing somebody from your community that doesn't feel quite the same edge to me. San Antonio for Jason. That 92 is very good to you this time. Who'd you get, Josh? Actually, I think you showed us in the Discord server and I forgot who it was. B2, no. There was a rumor around LeBron. The trade deadline passed. He's not getting traded to Golden State. Maybe one day, but not this season. Nice read from my opponent. I thought I had the further route. I should have went for the one that was more in the middle. So nearly had the pick six, and then I give one away. It's all bad. All right, so let's see. You're a 49er fan and Celtic fan. How did you become a Celtic fan and Niner fan on opposite sides of the country? We got another Celtic fan, a Thunder fan, Laker fan. Am I on PC? No, I'm on PlayStation 5. Oh, try to get the dive. Couldn't get to him. Whole team is supposed to report, but Bellinger, Snell, and others haven't gotten signed yet for spring training. I play MLB The Show. Used to play NBA 2K as my main game. Didn't even buy it this year. Maybe next year we'll get back into it for 2K. NHL, I played it a little bit, but not a whole lot. And Trucking, good looks. I don't know what he said or whatever, but yeah. If the mods time you out, just be better. So Seahawks and Oklahoma City Thunder. That makes sense to me. Because, of course, they used to be out in Seattle, that franchise. Good on you for staying with the franchise. I feel like a lot of Seattle fans got irritated that they got moved away and dropped the Thunder once they settled into Oklahoma City. Everything Tampa other than you like the Celtics. Tyreek Hill is a Niner fan. Tyreek Hill, how are you a Niner fan? Gotta be rooting for the Dolphins, Tyreek. Tyreek, how's the child support payments going these days, buddy? Tyreek Hill has a lot of baby mamas. He's going to be broke after his playing days are gone. Used to live in Cali. You moved to Texas. Celtics grew on you, and Isaiah Thomas was your favorite. Yeah, Isaiah's interesting, man. It feels like he still wants to play. He's constantly on social media trying to get somebody to give him another shot. But I think his days are done. But he was fun to watch in his prime. So let's see. Used to love Park and Rec Center. Haven't played 2K in a couple years now. Am I excited? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I will probably drop MLB The Show like a bad habit as soon as NCAA comes out. It just play the heck out of it, and we'll see if we like it or if we don't. Could not hit the triangle, unfortunately, for me. Ooh, that one hit one of those whiteout helmets, so that wasn't good. Imagine having to play 8 of Tyreek's kids in high school. Yeah, that would be something else, man. Cheetah speed all over the place. Nightmare for opposing defensive coordinators. I guess we'll try the deep field goal here. I was trying to get that blocked up with Okoye. Didn't work out. Shocked the Chiefs won back-to-backs for Tyreek Hill. So I saw some headline around Hill that said he was only trying to bluff the Chiefs into a higher contract, and then they traded him. What a great Super Bowl. It was a great Super Bowl for Seattle fans. At least for most of us. We were rooting for Kansas City, I think. And did you guys happen to see Antonio Brown tweeting about he and J.J. Watt when they were young and they were playing together? He said this was before J.J. got on the juice. Antonio Brown is getting a lot of zingers on Twitter these days. Loved it. It was a nail biter, says Evan. Hopefully I get another turnover here. I'm settling for field goals. He's getting touchdowns. Cromartie wants a word. Oh, Cromartie. Yeah, he couldn't remember all his kids' names, right? Yeah, Sean Kemp's up there, too. I thought Sean Kemp had, like, 9 kids or something. Way up there. I guess Phillip Rivers is in the conversation, too, but I think Rivers comes by it through being religious, if I recall correctly. Tyreek Hill says his kids are going to have 99 speed in college. Still recovering over the loss. It was a good game. Yeah, the Niners were right there, Artie. I mean, we can all give you a hard time as much as we want, other fan bases, but you guys were in overtime. I mean, you were that close a few times to putting that game away. Opponents looking to extend on to this one. George Foreman doesn't have a lot of baby mamas, but has a lot of kids named George. Yep. Scottie Pippen? Oh, I didn't know Scottie Pippen was in that deal. I see Scottie Pippen get made fun of a lot on social media because his ex-wife is dating one of Michael Jordan's daughter. Or I guess is married to one of Michael Jordan's sons. Nothing wrong being married to one of his daughters either, but that's not the case for whatever her name is. Larissa Pippen, right? I think is her name. Nice drive from my opponent. This guy's playing quite a bit better than I am. Going to need some luck to go my way if I'm going to pull this thing out. Tyreek, thanks for following. We are close to hitting our follower goal, so please follow if you guys are scrolling through on TikTok, and like and share as well. I'll just run like a draw play or something here. Imagine being a nanny and having to chase those little kids, 5-year-olds running 4.4s. I didn't think about that, but yeah, my kids are probably like average speed or whatever, but they can get around the house really fast if you're trying to chase somebody down. Imagine, having little cheetahs running around the house, and if you're just a nanny. Little confused with Wilkes firing, though. You think holding Mahomes to 19 points in regulation should be good enough to win the game? I think so, too. I've seen Niner fans defending the firing by saying that Wilkes was fired because of everything that happened during the season, not so much what happened during the Super Bowl, and that he wasn't applying Shanahan's program correctly or whatever. I don't know that I buy it. I feel like Shanahan is maybe a little bit broken mentally at the moment, and he's scapegoating Wilkes, is what I think, Josh. But, of course, I look at it through a Seahawks fan prism, and, I'm definitely a Niners hater to a large extent. So, take me with a grain of salt, too. Pippen has 8 kids. Ex-wife is dating MJ's son. They broke up last week? Oh, I didn't know that they broke up. I thought they got married, but I can't believe everything I see on Reddit. I see too much on Reddit. Nice username from my opponent. If this guy punches in, I think we'll get into our next game. Hey, what's up, Striker? Good to have you back in chat. And then we got a new follower. It is Madden, America's video game. What's going on, Madden? Madden himself is in here. And he's just going to step up with Doug Williams. Williams is not going to fumble. I was hoping to get him. Yeah, and I guess, I didn't watch the Last Dance thing, but I guess Pippen got very irritated with the way he was portrayed during the Last Dance, and there's some rivalry reignited between Pippen and Jordan. So a lot of people are saying, like, this is his worst nightmare is, his Jordan's son is with her. All right, good game to this guy. I'm hitting the wrong button, but time to concede defeat. I'm not mad. Some people say, "Oh, why are you rage quitting?" or something. Yeah, sometimes somebody's just got you dead to rights. So yeah, let's get on to a game that we can win. Must be a heck of a cougar. Hey, what's up, Brandon? How's your day going? All right, Josh is going to the wall, courtesy of Truckin'. Thanks, Truckin', for the big gift. We're 1-1. We have hit our follower goal. We're an hour 14 minutes in. We'll at least go 2 hours. If we can hit another follower goal, TikTok buddies, if we get to 40 before like 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm on the West Coast. We'll tack on another hour. So please send the energy in, likes, shares, follows. Tell all your buddies to come in here and hang out with us. Josh is on the subscriber wall. I should probably dress up for you guys more than I do, but I always like to just be comfortable. I'm always wearing pajama pants or shorts or something in here in the summer. Brandon's out in Pennsylvania. Do you think Russell Wilson and Sierra will be happy living in Pittsburgh, Brandon, if they end up there? Evan, thanks for the likes, buddy. Oh, it's another Niner fan. Niner fans are taking out their aggression, playing Madden. Kansas City fans are sleeping happy, like that Homer Simpson meme with their Super Bowl championship hats on. Die hard Titan fan. What time is it for me? It's 1:23 a.m. Opponent's got the solar power uniforms on. Yeah, it's a shame they had to get rid of the trade block, right? That would be nice of you, Josh. Nice of you just to have that thought for us. So 323 for our buddy. Born and raised in Tennessee. Oh, I think Derrick Henry's... Yeah, I don't think he's going back to the Titans. Yeah, some people like these uniforms my opponent's wearing, and some don't. Every team has a solar powered uniform, so I've kind of gotten numb to them over the last couple of years. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where Henry lands. Shoot, we went through this a while ago, and I feel like he'll want to go to a contender. I think Dallas got brought up. There's not a lot of playoff teams that need running backs. People always ask me if he's going to go to Seattle, but I don't think Seattle is going to go get Derrick Henry. Not considering since they have Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet going into their second and third years respectively. You don't want penicillin? What do you mean? Oh, Penix. Okay. It's like, bud, if you're refusing penicillin, I don't know what type of quackery you're getting advised on, but penicillin's really good at clearing out some infections. But yeah, I don't really want Penix either, unless they think he's the guy. I don't need him because he's the Washington guy, if that makes sense. How do I feel about the Browns? Browns had a fun season. I could have easily saw myself rooting for them to beat the Niners had they gone all the way. You know, they got Flacco off the couch, and they lost Nick Chubb, and Watson's, easy to root against Deshaun Watson. But yeah, they're fun to root for once Watson was out of the way and they started playing some good football. They have a great defense, and I feel like they have a really good team in spite of having a whole ton of money and draft capital tied up in Deshaun. Leo Chanel, a good pick. I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. I don't follow collegiately enough to have a good opinion, Bobby. Oh, what's up, Matt? How's your day going? Henry to the Jets or the Bears? Yeah, that could make sense. Get it from a point that people were getting scammed. Unfortunately, it sucks. Can't help a friend with a card or two. Yeah, I think so too. It just seems like they should have like a limit on like one trade a week or whatever is reasonable. Opponents got Brock pretty activated with X Factor. I gotta sort out my my sub linebackers. I keep getting Hallie out here at 92, and sure enough, he goes right at him. And if I'm on Ray Lewis, maybe he makes the play. Titans are going to try to bring home Jawan Jennings and T. Higgins. I mean, if I'm a free agent wide receiver, Titans probably aren't on the top of my list unless they're paying more than everybody else with the coaching change and how bad they were this past year. But yeah, maybe some guys just want to go home. I'm sure Jawan Jennings is going to get paid somewhere. Niners are over the cap, so I don't think they'll be able to keep him around. I'm doing good. Yeah, what's new with you, Matt? Great to have you in the chat. Yeah, Geno should be staying as a quarterback, and you shouldn't have a frowny face about it. Geno's a good value for the contract he's on. Doesn't mean they can't draft a rookie, but I mean, what do you expect him to do? Go sign Kirk Cousins or something? I hope the Niners fall off too. It's music to my ears. What's up, Kilo? I see you with the likes over on TikTok. Jennings probably the MVP of. Yes, I thought he deserved an MVP. Threw for a touchdown, had a nice catch, had a couple other good plays along the way. He's got that outbreaking route, but he overthrows it. Good morning, America. Hey, what's up, Vitamin Water? Yeah, I'm Seattle, or I got the Seattle uniforms. I'm a Seattle fan too. Anybody that hasn't followed, please follow, guys and gals of TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. We're live on all three. Listen, the Niners have a bit of cap situation to deal with. Plus, everybody's going to be a year older. There is a real effect of losing the Super Bowl. It's called the Super Bowl hangover. Look it up if you don't believe me. And then the next year, you're going to have to pay big time money to Brock Purdy. You're not going to have him on the Peanuts contract that he's on right now. I look forward to the Niners paying that guy $50 million and him not having Pro Bowlers everywhere to carry him. What is it? Maidenless guy. Welcome in. Fields' friends think he will go to the Broncos. Broncos just gave up a lot of draft capital for Wilson. Be interested if they make another trade for another quarterback. Chiefs are just too good in the postseason. Going to be amazing if they pull off the three-peat. I asked the other night, but I'll ask now because there's different chatters. Do you guys think Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT quarterback if he three-peats? I think there's at least a conversation about it if he pulls off the first three-peat. I think I would still lean Brady, but I feel like Mahomes, if he pulls that off, he's really closing in there. Want to see Jalen Hurts win it so bad for Josh. Where's Shaquan going? I don't know. Is he a free agent? Pretty check down merchant. He makes some decent throws. He was a great value for the Niners, but man, I got burnt out on stream and Madden having people come in and tell me he was the next Tom Brady and MVP guy and all that stuff. Do I want Seattle to draft a quarterback? Sure. I don't think they have to spend the first rounder on him, though. Wouldn't say someone was wrong that said that. Wayne Brady is the GOAT quarterback for sure. Wayne's an excellent host on Dillard. Was it not Dillard? No Deal. Let's make a deal. Nobody can beat Brady. Nobody can beat. Oh, two of you are saying the same thing. I mean, if he wins eight rings, I think you got to give it to Patrick. Although who knows if he's going to win that many? I mean, that's tough. Single elimination format makes it tough to even get there, let alone win that many. Really thought the Niners had it this year. I thought they were going to get the stop on 4th and 1. I was just like, oh God, here we go. Fireworks are going to be fired off in my neighborhood in a moment. And sure enough, fireworks did get fired off. It was, I assume, Raider fans and Niner haters like myself that had fireworks ready to go. Or it was Niner fans just shooting them off. If you got them, fire them off. But yeah, I was expecting the Niner fans to be obnoxious in this area. Have to bring Brady out of retirement if Mahomes passes him. Mahomes passes him, Brady's going to be around 60 or so, right? Won't he be? I've seen some side-by-side comparisons with Mahomes and Brady's numbers compared through age 28. Mahomes putting up a little bit better numbers thus far, but Tom won a whole bunch in his 30s and 40s, so we'll see if Patrick does as well. Hey, Truckin', thanks for spending some bits to play some of those blurps in here. I still need to go and change all the blurp values for you guys so they won't be so pricey. Yeah, Brady got better. Yeah, definitely is crazy. Brady lost 10 straight years after going back-to-back Super Bowl wins. Yeah, Seattle without Pete is just going to look bizarre to me. But we'll get used to our new coach, and hopefully he'll be there for a while. And not be another Jim Mora Jr. who was there for a year. Oh no, I heard it come through trucking. Hold on. I'm sorry, buddy. Let me try adjusting my desktop audio. But I heard it come through. At least on one of them that you played. Maybe not the blurb. Blurb might be messed up for some reason. But I heard the big sexy one. I just turned it up a little bit. And I didn't see anything there. Let me try. I'll play it for you, Trucka. If I can find it. There it is. First, we got to honor Bartolo Colon, Will. Then I'll give you my answer. I don't know that I'm for or against anything because I'm a Seattle fan, but if I was the Bears, I would look to trade Fields and draft somebody. I don't know that I would necessarily want to draft Caleb Williams, but what do I know? I'm not a general manager. Punt on third down, he'll never see it coming. That's a good idea. Quarterback is Bears legend William Perry, the refrigerator. Is your refrigerator running out there in TikTok land? Mine's running the offense. He just threw a touchdown to Christian Okoye. Hit the gritty and take the lead back. Everybody, please be sure to follow, like, and share. I know I say it a lot, but I imagine you guys are there on your phones. You know, you probably got one phone and you're texting some ladies, and you know you're scrolling through here, or you're texting some guys for the ladies that are scrolling through, and you're just scrolling and you're like, I don't know if I want to hang out in the stream, but yeah, stop scrolling and follow the stream. Talk sports with us for a bit. I never know who's just popping in for the first time, so if you don't ask, you don't get. So sorry if it's a little broken record action. But yeah, man, Christian Okoye was a lot of fun to watch back in the day. Will, thanks for following, Will. Seattle needs to give Drew Lock a shot. No, Drew's gone, I think. Drew started 2 games and easily could have thrown 6 interceptions over those 2 games. I like Drew. It seems like he was so humble. Got me choked up on that post-game Monday night game against the Eagles, but nah, I'm fine with Geno. Geno's been extended on the roster already for this year, so pay Geno, maybe draft a rookie, and the rookie's going to be your backup. Let Drew try to go compete for a starter gig somewhere. Seemed like Pete did a great job with Russell Wilson's, inadequacies. He did well at getting the most out of Russ. We saw that when he went to Denver. Geno did really well as our starter for a couple years. Maybe Drew Lock will be improved if he gets another shot to start now somewhere else. I could see a team like Atlanta drafting a quarterback and maybe signing somebody like a Drew Lock to let him compete at least to start the season as the main signal caller. Yeah, Okoye was super powerful. I still need to go get this sorted out with my my substitutions. Keep forgetting who I have in there. Predictions for Ayuk. It seems like he's doing all the cryptic. I don't even know what we would call it. Generation Z stuff where he's making the social media post and he's got the girlfriend making the social media post and his best friend and my brother's going to Vegas and all the stuff that's out there. I think he's probably just trying to get leverage on the Niners and get his contract extension right now. But the Niners are in a spot where excuse me, they can't afford to pay everybody forever here, and if they are going to extend Ayuk, they might be looking to trade Debo. Debo's a key portion of Shanahan's offense, but I know Debo's not considered the best route runner and things at times too. So decision time coming for the Niners here with him. At least that's what I think. Atlanta and Seattle draft a quarterback. Really cool to see Geno's resurgence the past few years. He was at a rough spot. Yeah, Geno's been a really fun story. He's got to throw it away. Think Debo could get traded. Those 2 teams need to trade the Bears for the first pick, says Truckin. Do I think we keep DK when his contract is up? He just signed a long-term extension. Yeah, probably, but that's 4 or 5 years out, right? or maybe like 3 more years after the season just concluded. So yeah, I don't think we have to worry about DK for a bit at least. Yeah, save a little time there. Yeah, if Kirk Cousins leave, boy, that's going to really get the carousel going. Because then who goes to Minnesota? Maybe Russ goes to Minnesota and fills in where Kirk was too. I'm just going to mush rush this guy and hopefully get him to throw an incomplete. Opponent is taking his time. I'm after him on my own here. Boy, this was the longest play of all time, but we do get the incomplete and force the turnover on downs. Do I follow Vites? No, I'm not a big boxing or UFC guy, to be honest with you, Nate the Great. So I don't have an opinion on who's going to win. I don't even know who those combatants are, to be perfectly honest. Once in a great while, there's some Twitch sports incentives and programs that come along, and I might get to co-stream a fight. So then I'll try to study up on it and chat with you guys about it. But it's just not something that I enjoy the same way that I enjoy like team sport or golf. Do I think Russ is washed out, or it's just the Broncos? No, he had a much better second season in Denver than he did the first season. I think he needs to be in the right offense where they run a lot of play action. And take some deep shots down the field, which is his strength. But I think Russell's still a solid quarterback. And somebody's going to get him on a really cheap deal because the Broncos are, if I understand how it works correctly, once the Broncos move on from Wilson, they have to pick up the majority of that contract. So, you might sign him on a 1-year prove-it deal, like on a veteran minimum, and the Broncos have to pick up the rest. So, yeah, I think that could be good. Is Carmichael worth it? Yeah, I think Carmichael's still pretty solid. I know I throw plenty of interceptions to him, at least. Then Zito. Who do I think the Seahawks go for in the first round? I personally would love to see Schneider do a callback to some of his old drafts and just move back, even if we moved out of the first round, or moved to the end of the first round and get additional picks. I think Seattle needs a lot of cheap players coming in that hopefully can get coached up and play well for us because of our cap situation. If you guys haven't followed, please be sure to follow. We want you to stick around. Thanks for being here on your Friday night going into Saturday morning. I don't know if I should take the time out there or not, but we will. And let's see. I don't usually like when I do the Madden suggestions, but I was looking for something for an outbreak in route, so that's what we're targeting on this play. I guess that's my intention. Yeah, we'll just get out of bounds. I was a little surprised, yeah, the Belichick didn't get picked up. I thought Atlanta was going to go with Belichick. It's tough not to use ageism when you're trying to hire somebody that you hope is going to be there for multiple years. Somebody, like a Belichick that's already well into his 70s. But, I kind of hate for that to be a reason somebody doesn't get an opportunity for being too young or being too old or whatever the case might be. Bad turnover from me there. Try to force it in. Thought I had the underneath on that route. And, I wanted to get a touchdown to really put this game into my hands. But being up 2 scores would have been obviously better. Matt, thanks for lurking in here. How do I feel about Jamal Adams? Sounds like Adams. There was some rumors that came out that he's going to be on the way out after the Seahawks can get rid of him. I don't know if that'll be a cut or a trade, but I doubt anybody trades for Jamal in his contract. He just didn't work out. That first season was kind of electric with him, and then injuries took their toll. Seems like he's very much a knucklehead. I know a lot of Jets fans resented Jamal. They got a huge haul from Seattle. We never should have made the trade in hindsight, but you don't make trades in hindsight. You make them in that moment, trying to go, set yourself up to compete for a title, and yeah, it just didn't work out. Logan, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the gift too, Logan. I didn't see it come across. I didn't mean to not thank you, Logan. Whatever it was, thank you for sending a gift in on TikTok. Yeah, I think Tyler could very well be a cap casualty there in Seattle, or try to get him to restructure or something like that. Would I trade Fields for Lockett? Maybe. I'm not big on the trade for Fields stuff, but Yeah, I mean, if you could unload Tyler's contract and get a young quarterback, maybe. So I don't know if you guys ever heard the story around John Schneider, but John Schneider, the Seahawks general manager, wanted to trade Wilson away and draft Patrick Mahomes, and he also wanted to draft Josh Allen. So now Schneider doesn't have to get Pete Carroll to sign off. Pete was the vice president of Seattle's football operations. So despite him being the general manager, Pete kind of had the final say on things. And I don't know that Pete put the kibosh on that, but that was always a rumor around Schneider. So now he can go and find whoever he thinks he should draft and draft him, if it's this year or next year or whatever. But Geno's back on a reasonable deal, so I don't think it's a huge pressing thing. I guess if Schneider thinks it's worth trading for Fields, then I'd have to get behind it. But I'm just a fan. I'll root for whoever's on the team, unless we have somebody like Watson. Then I'm just going to root for that guy to fail. But Cam 0131, thanks for becoming our latest follower. How's your night been so far, Cam? Yes, the Groffalo suspension, we were talking about it just a little bit ago. I'm too raw. Thanks for following. They would never trade Lockett for Fields. I mean, I could see the Bears doing it because they're saying, hey, we can get a veteran receiver, although Lockett's on a big contract. But yeah, maybe they do that, get a steady presence in the locker room. And then Seattle, I mean, they'd have to be convinced that Fields is the guy. Although I'm pretty opposed to the idea of trading for Fields, personally. You think with Ryan Grubb at the offensive coordinator and Huff on the offensive line, Geno will do better? Yeah, Lockett had that key drop against the Cowboys. I think we probably put that game away if he holds on to that ball. But, it is what it is. He dropped it, and that's when Jamal Adams got the nickname Yikes, because Ferguson, I think it was the ensuing drive, went and got the touchdown on him after they'd been jawing at each other, and Shane Waldron dialed up just such a bonehead play on 4th and 1 to end the game. Yeah, that was a wild game for sure, Brady. Oh, he's got an open receiver. Dang it. Held him on 4th and 10. He made a good read. Seahawks should enter a rebuild year, to be honest. Nah, I mean, you might think that, but they have a lot of draft capital that's on their rookie contracts, like Charles Cross, Devon Witherspoon, Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet, Boye Mafe. I think they're going to load up and try to go for it. And it sounded as if Schneider isn't looking to do a rebuild. Schneider's probably under a bit of a hot seat here too, because the rumor is Jody Allen's going to sell the team within a year or so. Who knows if that's true, but if there's another owner coming in, Schneider's going to have to prove that he's the guy now that he's no longer paired with Pete. Good read to the back receiver. Truckins, turn the lights red in here. Really hope the Chargers will trade Mack and Mike Williams. Who do I think the Seahawks, the Jets get their quarterback? I think they're going to roll with Throw Rogan if he can stay healthy. They should definitely draft a backup. Woody Johnson said as much, and he made it kind of sound like Salah's on the hot seat. And he's able to get the face up to Kittle. Jets to get Fields. That's a lot to have tied up in Rodgers and Fields. Yeah, we have JSN there in Seattle, so that's another factor in the Tyler Lockett situation. Who do I think the Pats should draft? I think they have to draft whoever's available to them. It seems like the top 3 picks could be quarterbacks. Do I think Cody is going to finish the story and beat Roman and The Rock? I don't follow WWE. Your guess is definitely better than mine on that one, Eros. Should the Falcons trade for Fields? I'm not big on trading for Fields. I'd like to see somebody besides Seattle do it, though. So, Mr. Pick 6 met DK. All right. 14 all. Seahawks-Niners game. We see them a couple times a year, if not more. Sometimes Seahawks and Niners see each other in the playoffs, too. Oh, Mac's a free agent this year. I didn't know that. Has Khalil Mack fallen off quite a bit, or is he still a high level player? I feel like I didn't watch many Charger games this past season. I think next year we will beat the Niners. Well, we'll play them twice. If we can at least get to where we're splitting with the Niners and Rams, that would be a lot better than dropping both games to those guys. Don't really think the Bears can get that much for Fields right now, unless somebody takes a flyer you don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. Although it wasn't a question, but I'm going to turn it into a question. What do you think Fields is worth? If you're, selling him or trading for him, what are you asking for, and what do you expect to pay for Fields? I wouldn't want to give up a first rounder for him, but not every first rounder is the same. I mean, first overall pick's not comparable to the 32nd pick of the draft or something either. Opponent committed DPI, so we get a free play, and we got the first down. Can't give a first for him, says Josh in my Twitch chat. Mack is aging. He turns 35 this year. He had 5 sacks for Mack. You feel Madden had no need for abilities because you find they just kind of broke the game a little bit, says Ethan. I'm not a huge fan of the abilities and X factors and all that. I've had people argue that they are good for the game because every card can play differently, but I feel like if I'm playing with whoever, I want them to kind of play the way that they actually did. Or still do. So kind of juicing the heck out of the cards isn't my favorite thing. Mac turns 33 this year. Sir Thickless is in the chat. And he's bringing the big facts in. Sir Thickless, 67 months. How are you doing? How's little Thickless doing, buddy? Thanks for the resubscription. You met Ryan Grubb and McDonald's at Dino's when they were out in public. How were they, Paulie? That's very cool. I think the most famous football players I've met and for football personalities I've met have been Lester Hayes and Cliff Branch. Yeah, some of the abilities are broken. I kind of miss like Mutt Draft being in the game. We could just play with the cards off their stats. D Raven, thanks for following. He's 9 months already. You have plans for first birthday? Maybe a little too early, but man, time's flying. He's probably got into a lot better sleep cycles and made it easier on you and his mom. Ethan, thanks for the follow. Yeah, Mutt Draft used to be fun. I don't even know what year they got it out of here. If it was last year or the year before, but yeah, Mutt Draft was nice because you just play and the abilities weren't on the cards, and you just did your best, and whatever happened. Got the local small rec center booked. I don't really know if I should pass down here or run it. What could go wrong for a Seahawk fan to pass on the one? Don't remind me. All right, we're going to run it. And, all right, we're in to the end zone. Draft Champs in 16 was awesome. You have a baby coming in April. Congratulations, Jacob. To Twitsky, you met Andy Dalton when he was decent on the Bengals, and Martavius Bryant after the suspension. Very cool. Jacob, thanks for following. If the other team is about to score to go ahead with not much on the clock, do you try to stop them or not? I mean, it's always situational, but yeah, there's times where you're better off letting them score so you can get the ball back and have a chance. So Ethan's saying you run cover 4 quarters, get beat deep on the PA post, or drags on Madden so unrealistic. Yeah, these guys always seemingly find whatever plays are kind of broken in the game, and then they just run it until there's some patches, if there are any given patches on a given season. And the key is to try to figure out what stops what cheese-wise. But yeah, these guys will, they go find the YouTuber that has the playbook, or the pro that has the playbook that helps them out, and the game kind of stops being a game of football and becomes a game of animations. To a large degree, and I feel like most games are that way. I think 2K and MLB and probably NHL are all prone to that as well. Sir Thickless, are you excited for MLB The Show? If you need a quarterback and not in the position to draft one high, you'll throw a second rounder and maybe a player. Josh is saying regarding Fields. Oh, we got to him for the big sack. MLB, not so much, but 2K is like that. See, here's what I think with MLB is like people find out what's broken. Ethan, last year it was the it was a two-way player, John Donaldson, right? That people were able to use him out of the bullpen, and he would have recharged stamina. And I forget what set that was, if it was set 2 or set 3, but that really just put me off the game so much on MLB The Show last year. And it's like, how did they even release the game knowing that could, or release the card knowing it was going to be that game breaking? Because we already had Shohei able to do that for some time, but Shohei wasn't as OP because of his delivery and his pitch mix. And then when they give guys like double outlier and stuff like that on MLB The Show, the cheesier players are going to do all the cheesy stuff in the game for sure, and like the broken caps and stuff that you can use in MLB. Yeah, I think they could tune down the abilities. 2K is much worse, says Sickles. Been itching for baseball again. You're okay with guys like Mahomes being able to do something nobody else can, but when you need abilities for your guys to catch the ball, it's kind of lame. Yeah, the safety's huge. We're in pretty good shape here. You think the Seahawks should draft JJ? I haven't watched a lot of McCarthy, to be fair, but I wasn't impressed with him, what I've seen. I think I'll be disappointed if we take him in the first round. What I think of the 96 Flacco for 400K, I haven't looked at the stats on the card, to be honest with you. Logan, how's it going, bud? Thanks for being here and following and hanging out with us. 2K, same game every year. I've heard this year 2K plays better than it did last year. Last year I was disappointed with how the gameplay felt really... I don't have a better description other than the gameplay felt like it was slow. Like the animations were slow. It's like the players were running in the mud or something. So I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't buy it this year for 2K. 2K's park got ruined after 21. Will says JJ shouldn't go first round at all. Definitely needs to develop, but he was in a run-heavy offense, and the Hawks could do the same. Penix would be a better NFL quarterback than JJ for sure, are the comments coming in. What do you guys think about Bo Nix? Do you think Bo Nix should go in the first round? Has so much latency, says Ethan. You need to gift wrap the ability for your wide receiver to catch more open passes in traffic. I'm just looking to run out the clock here. I should probably put conservative ball carrier on. That was a good read from my opponent. But he's not chewing clock. Or excuse me, he's not using his timeouts. Let's see, coach adjustment, ball carrier conservative. We'll just hand it off to Okoye. 2K will always be a hard sell with the VC needed for your playing not to be horrible. What do you guys, those of you that play 2K and play my team, what do you think about them getting rid of the auction house on 2K? I've heard it isn't really that bad from some of the my team buddies I've talked to like acquire good cards. You think Bo Nix will be better than Caleb? The Raiders will probably snag Bo. If Kirk leaves, you could see Bo on the Vikings. John and what is it? Pinnell Family Farms. Hey, thanks for the follow. What type of animals you guys got on the farm? Drake May, best quarterback in the draft. Yeah, the auction house is out of my team. You have to just like grind out the my team points and go and buy it directly now from 2K, or you can buy packs in VC and hope that you get whatever out of the packs. So I thought that was pretty wild. I think the other games may follow suit here eventually. Let me get our latest subscriber, Sir Thickles, on the wall. It says, thank you, subscribers up there. And we're going to get Sir Thickles up, I believe, 67 months. Sir Thickles has been with me for a long time. Thanks for sticking with the stream, too, Sir Thickles. If we made it to 40 followers, we would go past 2 o'clock. We're a little short. I'll tell you what, though. We'll play with one more, and we'll see how we're doing on followers on TikTok. Trying to drive TikTok to 10,000. We're around 8,750-ish on TikTok, I think. So I don't expect to get 10,000 tonight, but if you guys follow, it certainly helps out. Try and make it into the TikTok creator program. so all of you guys can impact the stream by following. We got a bunch of new followers: IDK, Julian, Smiley Face, and Terp Too Good. Thank you all for following. We're on Twitch. Yes, we're on Twitch and YouTube. Twitch is where I'm most established as a streamer. I've streamed there for a little over 7 years. We'll never play card games again. Done with 2K for Jason. Knicks goes round 1, but better hope he doesn't break all the bones in his ACL after 3 years and a career over like Andrew Luck. If they remove the auction house paywall, says Jason. Hi. What's going on, everybody? How's Gum Gum doing? Striker, Tavin, do I think the Bengals wide receiver room is gone next year? Not necessarily. I guess we'll have to see how things play out. I would want to play with Joe Burrow if I was a wide receiver, but that's just me. More people like the live, more people will show up. Yeah, please be sure to like and share, guys, if you can. It's my job to make it entertaining, make you guys want to do it, but I hope everybody's enjoying the stream, and thanks for hanging out. So it wasn't a bad fantasy pack, I guess. I kind of get excited if it's over 90, though, because these guys aren't going to go in the lineup. They're just going to turn into training fodder. Super Bowl present strategy item pack. All you know is some of these teams that don't need a quarterback are going to have some good players that fall into their lap. All right, so I guess we get all that stuff out of there. And we got some coins. So let's go for another one. I do have junior basketball. Last game of the seasons are coming up for the kids. So I got to be up now the court at 8 a.m. So maybe one more, maybe two, depending on how fast the game goes. Matthew Sauce Boss, are you up early, Matthew? Or you been burning the midnight oil? Do a good job. Don't even have to watch. You can just listen, says Jacob. Thanks, Jacob. Higgins to the Titans. He's from Tennessee. His former offensive coordinator is now the coach. Maybe. Is it expected that Higgins is going to leave? I thought they were going to franchise tag him, but maybe I misunderstood. Tariq, welcome in. Thanks for following, Tariq. Bengals got a ton of cap space, and Brock Bowers could drop to them. Big things coming. Yeah, I think the Bengals are a team that could certainly compete for a title. That missed out on the playoffs this past year. Thanks, Julian. Up early, had a bad day yesterday. Just tough to sleep. Yeah, sometimes if I got something weighing on my mind, man, I don't rest well either. So, always try to go to bed happy with a clear mind. But easy to say, not always easy to do. 3 more followers, guys. Yeah, hey, everybody, hit the follow button. You're already scrolling, so just activate that thumb and follow the stream. We're playing against the Pastronaut in this one. That was a good read from the Pastronaut. You smashed me. Yes, I do remember you were telling me, Matthew. This is a pretty new relationship to you, right? Titans are such an odd team to you. Don't even know. Excuse me, where to start building that team. You guys are done. Uh-oh. Sorry to hear that. Do you want to get into why and what happened, or is that just enough for this discussion? I did see the new DK. Yeah, I'd love to have that one. Don't have the coins. I guess I can get them from grinding it out, the stars and the program, but I'm not really sure what all I need to do, investment of time wise. Excuse me. Had a little cough kind of settle into my lungs here. Let me mute. Had to clear the throat. One asked JJ McCarthy to Seattle. I don't know if I want McCarthy. I don't know that I don't want him. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him to say, wow, yeah, that's the guy we need up there in Seattle. I trust Sean Snyder's opinion more than my own. I've been seeing more and more about the Chargers wanting Bowers. You'd rather see them take an offensive lineman. Oh, I thought I had that broken up. He's able to get the first down. She wanted money. She said, I didn't care about her. I gave her my word, but sometimes You just give and give and give, and you don't give anything in return. Matthew, you should do a chargeback and subscribe to the stream. No, just playing, Matthew. I'm sorry that happened. In all seriousness, just was trying to make you laugh and get a smile on your face. Yeah, I mean, how long had you guys been together, Matthew? A week or 2 weeks, and this girl's asking you for money? No, that's not right. Now, if you want to go to take her to watch a movie and you're going to treat, and she treats occasionally, and there's some give and take, then yeah, sure, okay. But no, she can't be trying to play our boy Matthew for the money. TikTok viewers were talking to one of our regulars. He had a girlfriend, and they parted ways here. But yeah, we don't need any gold digging going around these parts. We're going to intercept them in the end zone. Feels good to prevent the points going in. You think after the solos, you have to win like 20 games of house rules. Easy money, says Justin. He's only 21. He could sit a year. Sell you guys the DK Metcalf. Have the new DK Metcalf, says El Chewy. You're right there. You would trust Snyder with everything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're going to get a great quarterback at 16. I mean, maybe. There's great quarterbacks that get picked out of the first round, but I think Seattle needs to move back and address numerous things. Not necessarily try to put all the eggs in, here's a rookie quarterback and we're going to have a new era. I think having some continuity and sticking with Geno is probably the right thing to do for this coming season. You're polite, though. You said, you think we should just be close friends. Don't want your money, just a Big Mac and fries and a Shamrock Shake. Would you settle for a Wendy's Frosty? Our Wendy's in my hometown is pretty cool trucking, because I went in and I got one of those little key tags, and they give you a Frosty for free every time. And it's on the way to Burger King. So my kid, he loves ice cream and he loves Burger King, so we're always over at Burger King a lot. You guys have heard the story before if you've been around stream. But the lady says, well, how many Frosty tags do you have? I'm like, am I allowed to have more than one? Because I have my 2 daughters. And she's like, yeah. So they don't really care as long as you go in and make a purchase. And they have so much like really affordable stuff on their app every day. There's something for like $1 or whatever. So I've been now picking up 3 Frosties anytime that we go through the drive-through. So extra calories. So they have a little dessert after they have their nuggets or fries. But those Frosties are good, man. The Frosties hit pretty much hit the spot. That was a terrible throw. I thought I had the window. I think I did have the window, but defense must have been closing in on me. Got greedy and was running my mouth too much. Could see Seattle going for an edge rusher. I think if Nwosu and Boye Mafe are healthy, with Hall hopefully making a leap in his second year, edge rusher isn't as much of a concern for Seattle. Not that we shouldn't try to upgrade everywhere, but we'll see. Sell me a Richard Sherman. Unless you're selling to me for like 70,000 coins, El Chewy. I don't have the coins for him. Tyreek's aging and DK can't carry. Oh, Tyler's aging and DK can't carry. Yeah, I think DK can carry if he gets schemed the ball enough, though. I feel like we never get him the ball in his hands quite enough. Be more than happy with Drew, Alar, or Schroeder Sanders next year. And I see you guys are replying to each other, so I'll skip over those. Not because I don't want to read them, but that way I don't get too far behind on everything. If Browers were available at 16, will we have to take him? I think so, yeah. Although, I mean, who knows what they have to do or will do, but yeah, I would like it if they secured the position. Disley's the only tight end on the roster. And I don't know that we're going to spend to re-sign Noah Fant or Kobe Parkinson. I tried going to cover 3, hoping to cover that up, but that didn't work out well. You bought the cheeser chain last month from Arby's. You just show them that. You get a free cup of cheese for your fries for the next year. Dude, I didn't know that was a thing. There's an Arby's on the way up to my grandparents. It's the only one I've ever stopped in, but it's at least an hour drive from my house. Used to pick up some roast beef sandwiches on the way up there if they didn't have lunch planned out already. And now my grandfather's passed for a while, but usually my grandmother will have somebody drive her down these days instead of us driving up, because it's tough to try to take the kids for like 2 hours in the car each way. Yeah, that's tough to beat. Yeah, the Wendy's little keychains that I'm talking about are $3, and I think a couple dollars of it goes to the Dave Thomas foundation for like kids that need to be adopted and things. Being in the Danielle Freak stream helping a lot. Hey, good to hear that, Matthew. But yeah, I mean, she's just dead wrong for that. And it could be, family situation, way she was raised, could be her mindset. But yeah, if she's only trying to shake you down to buy her stuff or give her money, that's not the right way in the relationship. The stars in the new currency right now, 700 stars, you can get the 96 binder. House rules, it gives 15 per win, tug of war type thing. Maybe we'll play that tomorrow, Josh. That sounds like a good idea. You're just saying the reason DK isn't carrying because they're spreading the ball and JSN isn't? I think JSN and DK is a really good combo if they move on from Tyler. I think Jake Bobo could be a very solid possession receiver for us too. Probably fourth quarterback off the board, says Caden. Latest he goes as early second. House rules is really fun. Any of you guys and gals that haven't followed, please follow. That goes for TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. You enjoy roast beef and cheddar from time to time for Josh. Just trying to drop it in that pocket. I couldn't get it out there enough. I think I bullet past it too much. It may be that hour of the night where my decision making is just getting worse and worse. Hopefully we'll rally back though here. Pretty sure my opponent had the ball first. Joe Garciero, thanks for the follow. Only made 2 comments, but you meant they aren't giving him the chance to be part of the offense. Well, it's going to be a brand new world there in Seattle. New offensive coordinator, new terminology, maybe a new quarterback at some point. So we'll see if they, feed DK the way that they should. Boy, this guy's he's slinging it for sure. Beef and cheddar. All right, so I think we're on like 37 followers. It may be lagging a little bit for me on the TikTok side, but please be sure to follow if you haven't already. We're on the path to the TikTok creator program. Got to get to 10,000 followers, and then we need to get the right amount of views to make that happen too. Oh, it's a fumble. Hey, another goal line stand. We've had a couple goal line stands to kind of keep this game reasonable. They have a mint chocolate shake right now. That is great, says Tippis. We're talking Arby's, right? Man, I wish I had Arby's around now. Even as a vegetarian, I wish I had Arby's around now so I could get the mint chocolate shake. Good offensive coordinator and wide receiver coordinator. And a O-line coach. And that didn't work out. I'm going to lose, just going to lose the down in distance. Josh, I do not like their mac and cheese bites, though. Not a fan. Wow, he jammed into my receiver. I thought that was going to be a pick. Caden says, completely agree. Let me ask everybody this question. Who did the best job of filling their head coach position this year? The team that changed coaches. I think it's easy to say the Chargers probably did the best getting Harbaugh because we know Harbaugh can at least get to the Super Bowl and he just won a natty. I hope we'll look back and say it was McDonald, but, time will tell. Threw that on the run. Boy, I'm making some bad throws. I've abandoned the run game here, and this is all bad. Set him up to make it a 2-possession game. What I think about the Dolphins, boy, they looked great, and then they really kind of collapsed down the stretch. I don't know if it was injuries or if teams caught up to them or what happened. They were kind of inconsistent too, but I thought they were going to be more of a factor than they were. Unlucky for them to have to draw Kansas City in the freezing cold. First game of the playoffs. I think we got the ball coming out next half, so not all is lost. But boy, this guy's clamping me here. Yeah, I feel like the Chargers had the best coaching carousel deal. I was happy Seattle got McDonald, though. I'm glad we didn't settle for, like Dan Quinn or something. You think it was the Angels getting Ron Washington to bring some discipline and fundamentals back to the team, says Tippis. I hope Wash does good for you guys. I don't know that I want to see you guys win a World Series. I know I wasn't happy to see the Rangers, but if they do win it, I'll be happy for you, Tippis. You're definitely a loyal Angel supporter. Thank God it wasn't Dan. I don't even dislike Dan. I just thought, like, man, if we're going to move on from Pete and just go get Dan Campbell, excuse me, not Dan Campbell, Dan Quinn, what are we really doing with that? So I was glad they took a big swing, and it might end up being a swing and a miss, but yeah, we'll see how McDonald does. As a Bills fan, you think the Dolphins are going far, says Tariq. Just trying to throw that to Okoye in the flat, and his blitzing action is working out here. Probably held on to it a little too long. All right, we'll take time and just see if we can get lucky on final play. Oh, I thought I had it with Metcalf. He was able to knock it away, and we go scoreless through the first half. Somebody hit the follow button. Flash these orange lights in here. I set it for orange tonight, so the default is orange after an action happens. I want to see the lights flash on blue and green because you guys are hyping us up. If you're already followed, share the stream to any of your friends that are showing online. Tell them get in here, hang out with you and with me. Metcalf is so OP in this game for the deep routes. Mine's the old Metcalf. I don't have that 96 yet. Hopefully soon. Oh, two Twiz. I thought you were already a follower. Yeah, thanks for following. Would have been fine with a late round receiver like Xavier Legette for Seattle. Yeah, I don't feel like receiver is a huge need personally. I mean, you can never have too many good receivers or too many good backs, but yeah, maybe in the late rounds they'll take a shot on somebody. It's nice. The 97 DK says Jason. Like round 5 says Cade. Yeah, just can't haul these in on these deep routes. What should the Bills do to take the team to the next level? I think they're just really unlucky to be in the Patrick Mahomes era with their own great young quarterback. Maybe they need to move on from Diggs and try to find some other playmakers in that offense to help them be more consistent. It's tough when you're just running into like a juggernaut team like Kansas City is at the moment. Diggs fell off. The second half was really bad. They also gave Seattle a right guard, the 93 Glowinski. Oh, I didn't know he had a card now. Have to admit, the guitar solo at the end of Alive by Pearl Jam is bloody amazing. Certainly gives the goosebumps for Brados. I can't say I'm familiar with it, Brados. Like the Shaq meme. I'm unfamiliar with I was unfamiliar with your game. Who do you guys like to win the 3-point shootout between Steph and Sabrina? Who do you guys like to win the normal 3-point shootout? And who are you liking in the dunk contest this weekend? One of my favorite guitar solos is at the end of November Rain by Slash. Gabe Davis cannot catch the ball. Think they are one good receiver away. The Bill says Caden can't stay healthy on defense. Is Von Miller going to get in legal trouble? Didn't he beat up his wife or something? Oh, I didn't see the flag pop out. I felt like that popped out late. Thought I got outside the tackle box. Definitely need a touchdown on this drive if it's going to be a game. Now I'm behind the 8 ball. Ridley can't hang on. Missing Matt Milano and Tre'Davious White. Killed them, says Caden. It's tough being an Oakland fan, Braves fan for Bentley. It's terrible being an A's fan. I've been with them since they were good back when we had the Bash Brothers and Ricky and all those guys. It was my dad's team, my team, and all that stuff. But yeah, we're going to keep making it pain in the side of John Fisher as long as we can. Those of us that remain. I think this guy may have the game. We'll battle a little further, but I feel like I had to force that in for the touchdown. Thought I had drifted right and probably pulled him off where he couldn't get it, but haven't been able to fit it into the windows against him. I think he's got his theme team running a bit stronger than my team is. Plus, he's user and better too. Grew up with the Braves. We got Matt Olson from the A's. You got Sean Murphy from us as well. Trey is back at Milano, says Matthew. Oh, I thought I was going to pick that. Didn't go that way. He's running PA seams on me. He was able to get me to cheat off, and luckily it falls incomplete. He's been hitting that middle receiver on the vertical, so I was hedging my bets there. Really tough being a Marlins fan. You big fan of Jazz Chisholm, Clayton? Well, hi. What's up, Matthew? Matthew checking in. Different Matthew checking in on the TikTok chat. Yeah, that route was open. He just couldn't put it on him. 4th and 10. Does he go for it and give me a chance to steal some momentum? Hopefully, we can get the stop. And we were able to get the incomplete. You're a Reds fan. Don't get me started on mediocre baseball teams. Who's your favorite Red of all time? I'm trying to think of who my favorite would be. Eric Davis comes to mind, but I don't know if that's who I really want to pick. I did like Adam Dunn a lot. He was fun. Yeah, I was waiting for that X route to open up, and it didn't. Let's try the same play, but make some wrinkles to it. Joey V, love him, says to Twisky. He didn't retire, did he? He's going to play another year for the Reds, right? Oh, it is Matthew. Okay. Yeah, you changed your profile picture. I didn't think it was you, Sauce Boss. I thought it was a non-saucy Matthew. All right, feel like we got to go touchdown or bust. I should have waited a little bit longer on the route. Making a lot of bad decisions. I think we'll play one more, but you guys got to help me out on TikTok. Please be sure to follow, like, and share. I'm sure you want to see me lose by 21 again. So yeah, we'll torch you guys a little bit longer with some mediocre gameplay, but hopefully some fun sports talk. Good game to the Viking guy. He had my number. I just couldn't make the right decisions. I feel like if I got the new Lynch, I mean, yeah, I wish I had a couple million coins laying around. But if I had the new Lynch, I would probably lean on the run game a little bit more. I get Walker out in space, and then he gets chased down too much at that 92 card. But, it's my fault for not putting in the hours on the stream. But, hey, thank you guys for the likes. Yeah, the likes definitely help. Shares help. And if you haven't followed, please follow. One more, and then I really need to send myself to bed. So that way I'm not too much of a zombie tomorrow. Daughter playing last game for 3-4-year-olds. Number 8. Are we doing subtraction here, Matthew? All right, he's got Dallas Clark, Malik Hooker, and Eric Berry. Excuse me for the cough. All right, try to send us off with a win. Maybe tomorrow we'll play that House Rules. It's a song. I don't know what that song is. Let me ask you guys this question. Do you have a higher or lower opinion of Taylor Swift after that Chiefs season? Because we got a whole lot of Taylor as NFL fans. Higher or lower on Taylor? I saw her flexing at the Chiefs punter on the field, a picture of her flexing at him. So they were matching each other in the pose, just kind of doing this. And I thought, she seems like she's actually kind of pretty fun and well-grounded. Didn't change, don't care, says Jason. Always hated her. We're hearing in the TikTok chat. Why do you hate Taylor? F Tay-Tay. Had a feeling Matthew wouldn't be a supporter. The reason I thought that is because Matthew was a generational Chiefs hater, being a Bills guy. Overrated. Gonna be interesting to see if she gets a lot of coverage next year if they're still together. Hey, I fit that description there. Maidenless, so take it easy, buddy. Let's see here. I'm trying to go get the wrong sequence. Oh, great. Want to get in one more game. Now we got to get network issues. Wanted to sub out Hallie there. "2000s Taylor's was one of the best artists ever. You still rock Love Story till this day. Saw her donate 100K to the family of the victim of what happened, so props." That is very cool. I saw Mahomes and his wife were at the bedside of at least one of the young victims, or if not two of them, on NFL Reddit. So I thought that was nice that they took some time out to go and visit. I saw Martez, actually, what's his name? Not Martez. MVS. I don't want to botch his name any more than I already have, but MVS was tweeting immediately if people could get him in touch with the victims so he could try to get them some gear and things to help with their recovery. So I thought that was cool of him too. But that's great. Taylor Swift opened up the checkbook a little. Supposedly she's a billionaire, so yeah, she won't miss 100,000, but could make a big difference to a family that's dealing with a bunch of new medical bills that they weren't anticipating over senseless act of violence. All right, so we get a takeaway. Let's see if I can do something smart with the ball. Doesn't happen often, but occasionally it does. I thought I was going to be able to zig out and get a lot more yardage than I did there with the fridge. I don't know. I need another question to get you guys going here. Don't make me do it. Pancakes or waffles, boys and girls? I kind of like pancakes because you can get, like, I guess you could have chocolate chip waffles or something too, but I just don't hear about it as often. I think I'd rather go pancakes, but I'm good with either. JJ McCarthy team. I don't know who's going to draft McCarthy. I guess we got to get through the combine and see where these guys are ranking and getting rated and what have you. Pancakes are the best. This is Two Twiske. Pancakes, and it's not even close, to be honest, says Josh. If I haven't told you in a minute, please be sure to follow, like, and share, particularly on TikTok. If you're on Twitch, please follow too. You don't need to like and share there, unless you want to go and retweet that we're live or something, but it's all good. Boy, that was a wounded duck, and you just fit it right in there. Thankfully for me, it is incomplete. Favorite movie of all time? You'll go first. Oppenheimer. Happy Gilmore's my favorite movie. Came out when I was like 15 or 16. I was playing a lot of golf. Definitely a movie that hit at that time for teenage humor. And I still enjoy it to this day watching it. I don't know how many times I've watched that movie. Probably 20, 25 times, if not more. More so have a top list. Can't say for sure your favorite for Josh. The Hangover 1. Hey, The Hangover 1 was a good movie. I have a screenwriter that used to come into the chat a lot, and he's taken a hiatus from Twitch these days. But he said he worked with Ed Helms, or interviewed Ed Helms on a project, and he said Ed was complete ass to him, is I think his description of Ed. Which kind of surprised me, because I loved Ed on The Office and those Hangover movies, and he just seems like such a fun-loving guy, but maybe it's all just an act. Favorite animated movie is Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. is kind of slept on. Yeah, that's a good movie. I'll go ahead and tell you guys a story that nobody asked for. Um, I won tickets to Disneyland when they remade the California Adventure side to put in a bunch of the Cars rides. Shoot, I think it was like 2013 or so. So we went the day before, my wife, myself, and we took my mom. She had just retired from teaching, and my aunt, her sister, down there. So we went the day before, went to Disneyland. It was kind of your normal Disney experience. You know, you see some stuff, you do some stuff, you got to wait for long lines. But the next day, we got to go to California Adventure before it was open to the public. And there was just like media members and stuff there. So the California Adventure, like the Cars rides that they had just put in, those were long lines because they were brand new, but all the other stuff was wide open, and we got to take pictures with like Sully and all that from Monsters Inc. And that's one of my wife's favorite pictures, is her getting a hug from that character. So that always stands out in my mind. SW Boston, what's up, bud? I think I'm on my last game, buddy. Unfortunately, I got junior basketball in the morning. My 4-year-old's got her final game, bud. But thanks for being here. Great to see you. I hope streams have been going well. And how the heck are you? You know what? I thought it was my final game. I'm just going to jump into one really fast, SW Boston. That way we can get one in before saying farewell. But this opponent didn't last with us. I got a new keyboard, and I am struggling to get the shout out in. But SW Boston is great. Really cool guy. Streams all the sports games. And yeah, I hope you guys will check him out. And then Matt, I think I forgot to shout you out when you were here earlier on the lurk. I didn't mean to be in uppercase. SW Boston, Matt, what's your guys' favorite movies? We're talking favorite movies at the moment. Or favorite movie. My favorite's Happy Gilmore, if you guys are just tuning in. So let's see. One more game for the road. I thought that was the final, but one more final. You could use the drops. I'll try to raid into a Madden streamer, unless I just absolutely don't know anybody that's on. That way you can leave the tab open. Appreciate anything. Don't know about movies. What do I think about Pirates? The Pittsburgh Pirates? Or are you setting me up for like a pirate joke? He must take his work seriously. Doesn't seem like that type of guy. Says Two Twizk. Superhero movies for Matt. Couple of your top movies, you would say No Country for Old Men and Gran Torino. Yeah, those were both good. Definitely enjoyed both of those. Let me get SW Boston on the wall and see if we can win a game to beat this Pittsburgh fan. But yeah, Twitch drops are active. If I understand correctly, you have multiple days to get these drops, and if you make it to 4 hours of watch time, you get a 92 plus pack, which could be could be pretty beneficial for you. First movie you ever cried to? I watched Marley and Me in theaters, and I never watched it again. That deal, heartbreaker. I don't know which movie made me cry the most, but and I mean, yeah, it's a story worth telling, but I try not to watch stuff that I know is going to get me all choked up. I'm a really bad sympathetic crier too, so I try to stay off of subjects that get me too emotional or too hormonal out here, like Pete Carroll said once. What's up, Dakota Lee? Good to see you. Yeah, I saw the trailer, man. The trailer looks interesting. I know it's like the trailer before the trailer, right? We didn't get any gameplay action out of it, but yeah, I'm hyped up for NCAA to get back into the mix, and I think I've been burning out a little bit on MLB The Show, so I'm excited to see something different. We're trying to see the end zone. Adderley is going to deny us on the one. Close, but no cigar. Yeah, we need the new Marshawn, who would have been gone, or a better user might have been gone. Let's see here. Let's go goal line. Actually, you know what? Quarterback sneak with Perry. He seems to fumble a lot. Let me try this. Online Dynasty? Yeah, I think that would be fun. I don't want to overcommit and underdeliver, but I imagine when NCAA comes out, if it doesn't get delayed or anything, that's going to be my main game for a couple months until Madden releases. So MLB for 3 months, right, and then NCAA comes out. I want to dive into it. Not that I'm particularly more of a college football fan than a Major League Baseball fan, but just, yeah, something new and something fresh seems exciting. The Dark Knight is also up there. I haven't ever seen The Dark Knight. If I had my choice, I'd probably take the Sooners. Dude, Skull and Bones is fun. Have you been streaming it? What's up, Dakota, Devin, and Tight Spot? Now the moderators show up. Now, it's been a really pleasant TikTok chat. I think we only banned like one troll for the whole stream, which isn't a lot for TikTok. TikTok can go sideways occasionally. But we got the Lee brothers and Tight Spot hanging out with us there. What did I say wrong, Josh? I think I'm in trouble with Josh. And you missed it, says Dakota. Hey, we got this game. Hopefully my opponent doesn't quit out too soon. I can feel the energy and decision making is leaving me here a bit. Not trying to be that way, but yeah, it's just getting deep into the night. Voice is soothing, TBH, no matter what we do. Thanks, SW Boston. I don't scream and yell a lot, which I think is nice if somebody wants to come in and they're doing something in the background, editing some videos or whatever the case might be. Look at the refrigerator running in. But yeah, I try not to do too much screaming, shouting, or whatever. No raging, no veins popping out of my neck over these games. I was really pleased with myself there. I was patient and used that human joystick on the refrigerator. You do, but you play NHL. You have some moments. I'm doing great, Devin. Yeah, how are you guys doing? Definitely falling asleep to the streams. Promise you don't. No, you know what? The really old streams. There's an exclamation point Jimmer command for the Twitch viewers. TikTok viewers won't see this command, but this was the sound of the stream back when I started. I had the lullaby machine playing the whole night, so I could keep my son asleep because he'd be off to the left of me in his little. They called it a Mamaroo. Was this brand name? It's like a little swing thing that you put your kid in, and it has different motions and it has music and stuff that it plays to help him sleep longer and sleep more comfortably. So he'd be in the little Mamaroo next to me, and I'd have the lullabies going, and yeah, I guess just calm voice for people, not screaming and yelling. Of course, he was next to me, so I wasn't going to be loud and wake him up if I was trying to get him to sleep and stream. But yeah, a lot of people used to say they would come in, put the stream on, and they fall asleep to it. And I took it in the right way because it was like, yeah, you enjoyed the stream because it's like calming, and some people said it would trigger the ASMR feeling for them back in those streams. We're at a friend's work. Oh, nice. Tell your friend to follow me on TikTok. Devin's gonna be like, not that type of friend. They don't want to put up with old man Donnie. So I forced a turnover. I still need to get Hallie subbed out of there, but I messed up. He should be out for Lewis. Hallie's pretty slow. Don't have him upgraded enough. You got a ban for me, Deep Purple? I don't know. I got to give you the Shaq meme answer. I'm unfamiliar with Deep Purple, Brados. I was unfamiliar with your game. Maybe if you name some of the songs, maybe I know who they are. But yeah, I don't know who they are. D Thing, thanks for the likes. You're going to call us that now. Oh, Smoke on the Water. Yeah, that song slaps. I didn't know that was Deep Purple. Blink 182. Yeah, there's a band that was more my time, more my speed, Brados. But Smoke on the Water is a good song. I'm getting a lot of mileage out of the Doobie Brothers and the Mike McDonald versus Mike MacDonald correction of people too. The Seahawks have a new head coach. It's Mike MacDonald, M-A-C, and Mike McDonald was the singer that sang. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again. It's the hook of the Warren G's Regulator song. So I've been going off on Seattle fans way more than I should. What's Mary? I honestly don't know D Thing. I think on this season I'm like 3-2 or something. I don't even know where to go check it, to be perfectly honest. Early in the year I was playing Mutt Champs. I was taking it a little bit more seriously, and I kind of got burnt out on the game sooner this year than I expected. Although October was a unique month that I had front page feature, so I streamed pretty much the whole month of October. Was doing 48 hours back-to-back streams, catching little micro sleeps where I could. And hosting like a lot of words on stream, which was easier to manage than sitting here gaming most of the day. Yeah, this has been a good drive for my opponent. Falling asleep to the stream. Van Halen is great, especially with Eddie's guitar skills. All right, favorite bands. I'm gonna go Foo Fighters, Green Day, maybe Nirvana as far as like rock bands. You guys give me like a top 3, just off the top of your head. If you miss something, you miss something. It's okay. D-Thing, what's your record? And have you followed the stream? If not, please hit that follow button. We're looking to break 40 on this session. Big Green Day fan for Matthew. Green Day's lead singer, Billy Joel, was at the reverse boycott game with me. He was on the other side. He was on the first base side that night. D-Thing, thanks for following. You made the lights flash in here. Let's keep the lights flashing, guys and gals of Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. Please be sure to follow, like, and share if you're on TikTok. Don't want to be an American idiot for Matthew. You guys are a lot younger than me, so I'm kind of surprised that you're fans of those groups. Particularly Matthew. I mean, Brados was a lot younger than me too, but I got Matthew by 30 years or so. Just started on Mutt, regular season 4-1. Good going. Hey, ABBA's got some bangers, man. I'm thinking you might be joking with me, but ABBA was pretty good. Linkin Park, R.I.P. Chester. Younger than that, though, says SW Boston. I've told this story before, but you guys may not have heard it. And if you've heard it before, you're going to hear it again. Or you can mute me. But at my old work, the general manager of the car dealership, he liked the Bee Gees. There was a Bee Gees DVD that would play all day, every day. And then we started getting some other DVDs in there because we were getting sick of hearing the Bee Gees. Not that they're not great, because they had some great songs and great vocal talent. But it was like a concert that was maybe an hour and a half long or something. And then we would just restart it. So, you know, people come into the dealership, they would have some calming music and something to look at on the big screens because it was, it was a DVD. So anyhow, yeah, we ended up getting an ABBA one eventually, and that one was pretty good too. They had quite a few good songs, a lot more than I realized before we had the DVD at the dealership. Opponents blitzing, I'm feeling froggy, so I may as well jump. Got the Super Bowl pack, and it was so bad. Oh no, how bad was it, Matt? Oh, I don't think I got that turned up, Phil, did I? Oh, dang it. I tried to no huddle. Thought I was going to fool the AI officials there. So opponent definitely back in the game. 284s. You got to get that last pack will be at least a 92. Slipknot, AC/DC, and Metallica. Stand Seether. No, the 92 pack is the one I mean, Matt. In case I miscommunicated. Yeah, sometimes the Twitch packs are duds, though. Disappointing when it's like, oh, man, that's all going to be quick sold for 3 training points. Yeah, he made it a good read to go the other way. Can listen to all rock for Brados. What's everyone's favorite music genre? TikTok chat got a little quiet, but we have made it to 40 followers per my follower analytics, so that's not bad. Definitely like it when we break 100. Tomorrow, I'm thinking play some house rules and maybe make a little bit of time for Skull and Bones because I've been having fun with that game too. Rock and hip hop. Yeah, I'm more of a hip hop rap music guy these days. I don't mind the old country music, particularly if I'm in that type of mood. I grew up listening to really old country music because my dad had a country and western band when I was a kid. So like Hank Williams Sr. type of country is more up my alley than like the more modern artist. Definitely in the rock era right now for Brados. Biggie Smalls the GOAT. All right, I gotta stop messing around. We were up 14 in the flash. I thought this guy might quit out, and now he's back in the game in a big way. To be fair, I went for it on 4th down. Probably should have punted last drive. The wheel is rolling from there. From Matt, not Bray. Dang it. Did I misread the chat? Eyes are always darting around, and yeah, TikTok got a little quiet over there, but I appreciate you guys still hanging out on the TikTok side too. Also listen to some R&B and a small amount of pop for Brados. You guys are the same. Going to Mania this year. Oh, that play was sniffed out there. Oh, when does the new WWE game come out, guys? It's pretty close, right? Oh, hey, we were able to get the score under 10 seconds. Do I think Marvin Harrison goes #1? No. I think Taven, it's just a sad reality. Maybe it's not sad, but teams tend to risk it all for quarterbacks. And if you don't need a quarterback with that first overall pick, somebody's willing to trade up and go for whoever they perceive to be the top talent of a given draft. I think Marvin will probably be in the top 4. Be kind of surprised if he goes over the top 3 QBs, so I think it'll be May, Williams, and the guy from LSU, but I don't know which order. But I think whoever gets Marvin Harrison is getting an absolute star. March 5th is the early access. You pre-ordered so you can pick it up. You got Largent on the team? Let's go, Brados. How does he get a timeout? How's that last second not burn off? I feel like the tackle animation started with 1 second. How do I feel about CJ Stroud? I thought Stroud was the guy I wanted Seattle to draft last year, and we didn't have a shot at him. He was gone before we picked. But yeah, I'm super impressed with Stroud. Houston apparently got the real deal from what we've seen in his rookie year. Hopefully, he doesn't have a sophomore slump if you're a Texan fan. I guess there's some cognitive test that they put Stroud through, and he didn't particularly care to take the test. And it was like some type of augmented reality thing where you're looking at like different shapes on a screen, and then you have to give some type of feedback to whoever's doing the testing. So he didn't do well on that. Apparently, that was a knock on him in this draft. And I saw this past night that the agency that represents Stroud is not going to allow any of their players to do any cognitive testing throughout the combine. When you notice that he was on your Mutt team, I'm like, yes, that's Donnie's distant cousin on my team. Yeah, that's awesome, Brados. What do you guys think about Stroud and Harris and TikTok buddies that are asking me? Oh, I messed that up. I'm lucky that it wasn't a house call. All right, last game of the night. Be sure to follow if you haven't followed, please. What's up, Chaotic Buckeye? How are you doing today? You have any fun weekend plans, Mr. Buckeye? Oh, good read from him. Didn't have coverage over the top, and there goes the lead. You think Stroud is amazing? Come up for sure. Be the underdog of Patrick Mahomes. What's up, Carter? How's your day going? Just woke up, got fitted for your irons yesterday. Oh, nice. What irons are you getting? You may have told me, but if you did, I forgot. That's very cool that you got some new irons coming. Be fun to see Harrison go number 1, and you hope Fields does his job. Taylor made Q1. Very nice. Are those a cavity back, Chaotic? I haven't kept up with the equipment nearly as closely as I used to, so I don't have a mental image of what those may look like. The QI. No, it's all good. Yeah, don't be sorry. I'm glad you're here hanging out with us. Carter is sick. Sorry to hear that, Carter. What's going on with you? Taylor Swift is in Australia playing her second Melbourne show right now as you guys speak. Man, I thought she would have been off to Cancun with Kelsey for a while. And I thought she just finished her Eras tour not too long ago. And I don't keep up with her like that. But I follow Casey Pratt, who's an Oakland A's insider, Bay Area sports insider. And Casey went to see her play with his daughters and his wife. And I thought that was the end of her concerts for a little bit, was my understanding. So I'm surprised she's out jet setting out to Australia. DK Metcalf to the house, so we get our points back. The 7-iron 205 carry 225 rollout. Do you want to hit your irons that far? Sometimes I feel like my irons carry a little further than I want them to. So how many wedges are you carrying, Chaotic? Are you carrying 4 wedges to bridge the gap as you're getting in tighter to the green? Carter Sick doesn't know what he has. Be careful, Carter. Be sure to take care of your health, buddy. I have a little bit of a lingering cough that's been cycling around the house. If you guys haven't followed on TikTok, please follow. We want likes and shares and these lights to be flashing. It feels like we got into that spot where the West Coasters have fallen asleep and East Coasters are just starting to wake up. But we're trying to ride the For Your page as far as we can. Sometimes you need a good pitching wedge, you need a good approach wedge, you need the good sand wedge and the lob wedge. So you got 5-3 pitching wedge. You got the approach wedge. You're going to get fitted for those next. Yeah, I know Dave Pells used to advocate for having like 4 wedges in the bag. because it's more, more important to get the ball close than it is, having like a 2-iron or something that you never hit. Then the bag is done for Chaotic. Do I think Caleb Williams is a actual generational talent or overhyped? I feel like he's overhyped, Taven. I've never seen him when I've been watching live and said, wow, this guy is just amazing. I'm a Sooner fan, although I'm not a huge college fan. But I got to watch him play a few times for the Sooners before he transferred over to USC, and I saw him at least 2 games last year, and I'm just never like super impressed with Williams. But I know he's like the consensus guy. Maybe he'll work out, maybe he won't. I thought Stroud was like the guy last year, though. Was surprised so many people were so convinced it was going to be Bryce Young. And to be fair to Young, he went to a terrible situation there in Carolina. I need to get some points on the board and really try to put this away. Pitching wedge will do most definitely. Matthew, do you actually play golf or are you just jumping in? On my TikTok page, my most recent upload is me advertising this really cool golf laser that goes onto your putter and shows you the proper line. Right. I don't want to blind anybody. Oh, I gotta turn it on. Don't want to blind myself. Oh, here we go. There we go. All right. So yeah, we got that going for us. Please be sure to check it out. If anybody's looking for a putting aid, of course, if you make more putts, going to shoot a lower score. And yeah, I do get a little commission off of it. So yeah, at least check out the video. I'm putting some balls on my putting mat. And I got a Golden State Warriors putting mat. So yeah, check out the TikTok most recent upload. 6.3K likes. Let's go, Carter. Thank you, buddy. Last night was her biggest show of the whole tour and whole career. 96,000 people were in attendance. She is performing at the Cricket Grounds, though, which is the largest stadium in the Southern Hemisphere and the 11th largest globally. Matthew actually does play. You want to get a rangefinder. I've been trying to get a rangefinder sent to me so I can make a video on one. I was also trying to get this like weight shifting board sent to me, Chaotic, the other day. Probably should punt and play defense, but you guys are here to be entertained, not to watch me punt. So let's see if we can spread it out and get it out quickly. Get on with the slope in it. Or get one with a slope in it. Oh, it was there. I just couldn't put it on. I'm under pressure. Can make some good shots here and there for Matthew. Matthew, have you tried getting onto the high school golf team? Because if you can, you'll get to play a lot of golf for free and get to travel and be with the buddies and the camaraderie. I always encourage kids to go out for golf if they have the opportunity. At least here in my hometown, wasn't the best players. Like, you didn't need to be particularly good to make the team. You just needed to go out and try for it. They don't have a team at school. Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry, Matthew. I'm guessing with you guys not having golf year-round like we do in California, maybe that's part of it too. My assumption is you have, frozen months where you're not able to get out and play. But yeah, I used to always give instruction to the high school teams here through the years. I didn't do what I needed to do that last drive. I was just trying to make it a 2-possession game and may have played it too close to the belt and ended up not extending this thing. They have them in Pennsylvania. And he got a good run to get his first down. You play baseball, football, and basketball for the school. Schedule's pretty busy as it is. To perform the live show at the Cricket Ground, huge career boost even for Taylor Swift. I don't think I can name any Ed Sheridan songs. I was trying to undercut that and swipe it away. Golf teams in high school. All right, 2-minute warning. Can we keep them out of the end zone? Hopefully. Shape of You. That sounds familiar. Maybe I do know an Ed Sheeran song. Boomer Donnie doesn't know any modern music. Josh V heading to bed. Hey, Josh, thanks for hanging out with us, bud. Awesome having you in the Discord server and getting to see you as often as we have over the last couple of weeks. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, Josh. It's basically a privilege, says Brados. And that's a good throw to set him up on first down at the 12. Wonder if my opponent will go for this. Never heard of high school golf? Well, it's very popular out here in California. I mean, I'm sure there's certain schools that are a lot better in recruiting kids and all that type of thing too. Like any high school or collegiate sport, but yeah, it's nice because you get to travel around, go play a lot of different courses, meet other golfers your age throughout your region if you do play, and maybe get yourself prepped for trying to get yourself some type of scholarship, which can never hurt. Save mom and dad some money for school. Opponent takes time. Yeah, good points, Matthew. Melbourne Cricket Ground is also the home to 6 AFL teams. Shoot, I didn't know there was that many teams based out of Melbourne. Learn something every time I chat with you, Brados. Oh, what's up, MLB Queen Jess? How you been? Great to see you. Always great to see you. What a throw. Man, I thought I was going to knock that free. Does my opponent go for 2 here? I don't think they will, but maybe. We'll have a shot to go try to walk this off or maybe go to overtime. You're from Canada. Even your football team is different for Tavin. Been good. Got news you can't quite share yet. Oh. Hey. I won't jump to any conclusions, but I'll just say congratulations, because at least it makes me think of one thing. Maybe it's something else, but hopefully it's good news though. Yeah, if you know, you know. I feel like I know, but I'll know for sure when you tell me for sure. But yeah, congratulations. Hope everything's going well. Are you excited for MLB The Show, or do you feel like you're maybe burnt out on it? The state of the game right now. Birthday's next week. Happy early birthday. There's 9 AFL teams in Melbourne. Oh, there's a safety over the top. Lucky that wasn't picked off. That would have been possible losing play for me right there. This guy's been running a lot of blitzing, so I thought, yeah, here comes the blitz. We'll just try to burn him over the top. I didn't even see the safety. Queen Jess is ready. Man, I'm definitely going to play the show. I feel like I'm a little bit less excited for it than I have been in previous years. You took paid time off for early access that weekend. Oh, nice, Queen Jess. Fourth and inches, and let me decide what to do here. If he gets the stop here, he's in field goal range, right? So I better punt. 7K likes. Let's go, Carter. Thank you for all the likes. So we're looking for OT in this one. But Jess is great. Hope you guys will follow her. She loves MLB The Show. Plays some Madden as well and other games. And glad to hear there's some big news maybe coming our way here in the future. I told myself try to get off by 2 a.m. Now it's 3. Should start, can't stop sometimes with these streams. Yeah, so he's got 4 seconds. I don't think he'll be able to get a play and a field goal, so just got to guard the goal line and then see what happens in overtime. It's 3:01 for me, buddy. Not quite as far along as any of you guys or gals are on the East Coast. Oh yeah, I'm excited for NCAA. Happy to have another sports game to play, Tavin. opponent's going to decide if they want it first. They're going to receive. Here we go. Overtime rules. But yeah, the gameplay trailer wasn't a gameplay trailer. The trailer to get us excited for the gameplay trailer, I thought was pretty cool. Hey, no problem, Mr. Buckeye. Have a great time. And have a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us. Always fun talking golf. We get a sack to start our defensive stand here. Or what I hope will be our defensive stand. Oh, almost had that. It could have been a pick six to end it. But it was a down lineman I was using. Wow, how did he hang on to that? I thought I was going to jar that free for sure. Dang it. Matthew's going to sleep? Not watch the overtime game? Matthew's selling out on me. Matthew, pleasant dreams to you. I'm glad that you're feeling calm enough to rest, and thanks for being here. I know you weren't sleeping well when you joined chat. What it do? How you doing, official? Good to see you in this here stream. How's your day been so far? Nice, so you called me Haas. Do you remember Bonanza? Did you grow up watching Bonanza? Because I did. Lauren Green, right? And Michael Landon and all those guys. Quite an iconic Western TV show back in the day. You did grow up watching? I grew up watching that one, man. I'm sure I've seen every episode at one point or another. Bonanza and Gunsmoke was another one I watched a lot as a kid. Hey, it was a nice pick. Yeah, thanks, CJ. Hopefully we can pull this off. CJ, please be sure to hit the follow button if you haven't done so. Matlock was good too, buddy. Matlock was a lot more recent times though than going back to the Bonanza days. All right. Has anybody in chat ever watched Green Acres? Because I thought Green Acres was like peak comedy when I was, like a grade school type kid. It was before CBS did the Rural Purge and got rid of those types of shows. All right. It is bedtime. The Nigerian Nightmare is going to send us to Dreamland with the victory in overtime. We get the pick and the touchdown. Let's hit the gritty. Dance on their tombstone. Clip that one. Flandros is in the house. We'll see if we can open some packs for Phil. You've seen Gunsmoke every now and then. Real Donnie Dimes. That is what we like to see. I came up clutch for a change. Brados, you're gonna ruin the high if you ask about it. Everybody's gonna be on the low if you do that. Ivana, thanks for the follow. How's your day going? Yeah. I want to play another one, but I better get some sleep because, final basketball game for my 4-year-old. Moderators and subscribers, you guys should be able to see some highlights of her hitting some shots. Last week she had a couple of shots from pretty deep for her age. We have a pop shot that we had in the living room. I put it in the garage because it was taking up a lot of space, and she likes to shoot on that one, so she doesn't just have to go for the layups these days. We got a Playmaker pack. Got a 89 plus. We'll see if we get lucky on these. We had a lot of progress off that game. Mike Dana. And hey, anybody that doesn't know Tippist in the Twitch chat, please follow Tippist. Absolute legend. Been with us for the 7 years that we've been at it. These animations are throwing me off. I keep thinking I'm winning big, like I'm hitting the jackpot, and then it's like, oh, it's an 82. Do you think we're going to start Geno or going to go for a quarterback in the draft? I think they may shop Geno from the wording of Schefter's tweets. If they get blown away with an offer, then maybe they make the move. But I think Geno's our starter next year, and maybe draft a quarterback of the future, depending how the draft falls. I'd be really surprised if anybody else is doing it besides Geno. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was certainly hoping to get higher than that. Noise me the animations. Yeah, the animations can be tough. We'll have a win or go home game on the next stream to start us off. Maybe we'll finish our season and then play house rules. They said the house rules is like a tug of war style that can help us get that DK Metcalf card. I shouldn't open a pack. I should know better, but streams are for fun, and you guys are here to be entertained. So let's spend our 85,000 on some packs. What are these? Gimmicky Force things just came out. Let's rip a couple of these and hope to get lucky. Pats fan wouldn't mind trying to get Marvin and then Bo Nix in the second. I don't think that's a bad way to go if it works out. Boogie Basham Jr. What a name. Almost as unique as Danielle Freak. And then we got Derek Forrest. All right, one more for the road. Then I'm gonna see if I can find you guys a Madden stream to land in. That way you can get your drops if you're collecting drops here on my Twitch chat. TikTok buddies, please be sure to follow, like, and share. We got Aaron Banks and Durham Smythe. Those were probably not worth going in on. Hey, Griffing and Chill is on Madden. All right, we'll raid Griffing and Chill, and he'll have you guys covered on the drops. So we're going to go from California up north to Washington. Check out my buddy CM. He's a long time friend of the stream, and yeah, we've seen each other hit partner. He's a partner on his programming stream. This is his having fun, gaming, hanging out, watching Tubi, playing some games stream. So we'll raid over there. I'll chat with him for a moment, and then I'll be heading to sleep. Thank you, everybody, for spending some time with me. Should be on tomorrow, roughly the same time here on Twitch. YouTube buddies, please be sure to subscribe.